Welcome to the Uncultured Opinions podcast. On my left is Ethan. On my right is Sam.
That's a lie.
I was gonna fake it.
I'm on your right
Brent,
and
I'm
Sam
trying
is
not
on
to
your
be, I'm
left.
trying not to be fake for our viewers.
Yeah,
I want them to get
it's
the
an intro.
real-
It's a formula. I'm just trying to
the
keep
real
it. There's no
experience.
cameras on us right now.
Are you also going to pretend to not be drunk through this?
I'm trying my best.
You literally took a sip and he
He's
said,
like, whoa,
wow,
whoa.
that's crazy.
I didn't even say
Like his
that.
first That's
My
100%.
my first alcoholic beverage.
Legit what you said. You took a sip of your Smirnoff Smash and said, wow, that's crazy.
Talk about Brent's first alcoholic drink is a Smirnoff Smash.
How is that my first?
It's not true. It's not his first.
Sure, he had drink.
But
on
you
the
have to
first
finish it.
podcast.
It has to be gone by the time we're done with the pod.
Yeah,
Okay.
or else we can't
Okay.
end the podcast. Just gonna go on forever.
Our podcast ends when Brent finishes his Smirnoff.
So we're just watching a movie and like the podcast is still just going.
It might be.
Yeah,
It could be.
It could be. You decide when this one's over. So
That sounds like a choose your own adventure game.
The
What if
ball-
I finish before we're done talking about?
Well, then that doesn't
That's
count.
just not gonna happen.
That's one that's not gonna happen.
What if I just like shotgun it like right now? I just fucking like.
Please don't shotgun because you're gonna get that shit all over my
It's not
room.
even set up the
That would be
shotgun
fun
right
though.
now.
But no,
Yeah.
what if I just chug the whole
Do you know
thing
how a
right
shotgun
now, and, like,
works? To shotgun it.
Yes,
you would
I know you stab it and you fucking. I know.
Yeah, but this would have to be closed first. You've
Yeah.
already opened it, so
So?
you ruined the
If Brent were to
opportunity.
chug that, I would give him $10.
I would give him $20, so you could collectively make $30.
You make $30. That's more than you made the
Dude,
whole week.
And like,
Okay, so welcome to the podcast, guys. I'm your co-host Brent.
Oh, he's not the main host. Wow. Really
Wow.
giving it up now.
It's been like 7 episodes since I changed that.
I'm never gonna let you live it down.
I don't even. Okay, so
Pretty sure you started off that first one
Oh,
with "Welcome to my podcast."
Housekeeping. We have switched host.
yeah, so
We are now through Anchor. So if
I hope you guys have unfollowed the. I hope you guys are even hearing this one.
You have to unfollow the
Yeah,
old one.
we're gonna
You can
have
listen to him as much on repeat
new
as you
link,
want.
same socials though.
Actually,
same
no,
socials.
because the old one, like, if you try to click on the episode, it just gives you infinite Spotify ads.
Oh really?
And yeah, I tried. That's why.
No, well,
Yeah, it will. I
didn't
literally
know
tried
that.
to play it. It would not play. It just
Don't
kept.
worry
It kept
about
doing
later.
Spotify ads.
well, I think that's the link I
Like, they're
gave my
gone.
dad
But yeah,
earlier.
yeah. But
Once it.
either way, we got new hosts. We're going through Anchor now.
hmm
Shout out Anchor.
We are.
So we will be.
Place.
Probably have it downloaded. I don't know. I tried to play it on.
No, it plays on the
Yeah.
old one.
So we'll
We
be
just
through
don't-
Anchor
don't
now.
do not give people that
Uploading
link.
podcasts, which means we're also going to be an Apple
we gonna get-
Podcast if you're listening
Yes,
there.
we will be on virtually
Pretty much everything.
Things
So-
we don't even know about. We're
Socials
on.
will be staying the same.
Are we
Again,
getting Stitcher?
We are
Okay.
at
'Cause I have
the.
Stitcher in my car.
Let
We
Sam
doing
do
that.
the intro.
We are
Oh,
at
sorry.
the UO Podcast
Go
on
ahead.
Twitter, and we are the Uncultured Opinions on Instagram. If you want to give us a follow, like, subscribe, whatever you do, whatever you're listening.
Leave us a
on.
rating. I feel every
Well,
podcast
if
I
you-
listen to begs for a 5-star
Well,
rating.
if you are an Apple Podcast,
whatever.
definitely give us a
Can you
rating.
only do that on Apple?
I think
Podcasts?
Apple's the main one that does ratings. So if
Hey
you're-
Ethan,
you're-
I have something I wish you could do.
Hmm.
Can you stop touching the mic?
I feel okay. I feel like you always tell me, Ethan, get close to the mic, and I get close to the mic, and you're like, Ethan, get away from the
Yeah,
mic.
because
You can be
touch,
clo-
when you
you can
when
be
your
close to the
nose
mic.
touches the pop filter, it's a problem.
he's got that Adam Driver nose, dude.
Don't breathe on the mic.
Got that Kylo Ren
like
nose
go
going
in a
on.
little bit to talk and then like scooch back.
I swear to God.
I have to edit
I'm about to
that.
I'm about to kick him off the podcast. We're about to recruit someone else.
Who would you recruit? If we had
Literally,
to-
I have so many people.
Blair would come on the podcast.
Blair would not come on the podcast.
Yes, she would.
No, she wouldn't.
If I
You can
asked
get
her to.
Tabitha to do it easy.
Dude,
Oh, yeah,
100%. Tabs at the
100%.
top of the list.
Tabs is getting a T-shirt.
Tabs
That
is the number
says
one listener.
Uncultured Opinions.
We say that, but
Number
she's
one
not. She's not a Patreon.
I don't care.
She's not a patron.
She listens consistency.
I respect her
consistently.
frugality with money, unlike some people. So I
Hey Sam,
respect
you
her.
have a little bit of Smirnoff on your nose and on your hoodie.
Where?
Where am I-
Oh God.
Dude, I'm drunk. Just kidding. I'm actually not. I just suck at drinking. But yeah,
I'm gonna-
she would easily be Ethan's replacement, or episode 4 guest. Sorry,
Billy's good. He was just having a rough day that day.
sorry. Forgot this is stand-up comedy.
We love you.
I'm the absolute worst person.
That was funny though.
But that is our housekeeping. We have switched hosts, so if you see a little symbol in the top right of our logo, just means we're through Anchor now. Shout out Anchor.
Shout out Anchor.
Free
Please don't
hosting.
screw us over.
Not
I'm
gonna screw
very
us over.
cautiously
Brent,
optimistic
you
about
literally
your
need
free
to calm
service.
down. Brent, you need to calm down.
Nothing good is ever
Yes,
free.
it is. Brent, if you look into the reason
That's
it's
not
free.
true.
Brent, if you look into the reason it's free, they're free for a reason. They're free because
They're free because they make
it
money
started-
off us putting ads in our videos.
And it started from podcasts. Like, it's people who are annoyed like that they have to pay for podcasts, so they just made a free hosting service and found other ways to fund it.
Legit, they make money off of putting ads. So
There's free things for a
ad
reason.
companies that don't want to go directly through
It's like
podcasts
Fortnite,
pay
dude.
Anchor. Anchor then pays us a small amount of what they are getting paid. So they are making money by us putting up podcasts and putting ads in our podcast. They are making more money because we are not getting paid directly by the people paying them for the ads, because the
Yeah,
people,
you're just getting
the
paid
ads that are going
part
to be
of
in
what they're getting
ours
paid.
are 100% through Anchor. So
Yeah.
Anchor is getting the majority of that.
Yep.
That's how they get their money. That's why it's free for
Yeah.
us, because what we upload, they make money on.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, so it's just a good way to. It's just a smart.
You get it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna be cautiously optimistic. Like, I
Do you even
obviously-
know how to spell cautiously
Shut
optimistic?
up. Like, I signed up for the Anchor.
Do you
Like,
even know how to
I
spell
did
your
it,
name?
so like, I'm okay with it. But it's just one of those like.
B-R-E-N-D.
Well,
That's
B-Ren.
B-Ren.
Yeah.
Oh, we are gonna get B-Ren on the podcast.
You've said
But
that for the past 6 podcasts.
He doesn't want to do a video podcast. So
Why?
He's not.
Cause-
He's not comfortable with it. He's recovering from something.
From what?
He's recovering from like his face tat, dude. He's
oh, I see. He got that new that post.
Speaking
Malone
of
tat.
face tats, Post Malone got a new face tat. Dude, baby Post, what are you doing?
He looks even
Hey,
uglier. He looks even uglier than
Didn't
before.
I ask you not to touch the cord? Like, so can you wrap that around your
Neck?
arm?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
No,
Brent.
wrap that around the mic arm.
Brent literally leaves and becomes like a new strict personality on the podcast. That's gonna be literally the most allowed thing. You just setting that cord up.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
loud. It's okay. Post
It's
Malone.
okay.
Post Malone got a new tat.
He looks extremely unattractive.
Dude, Posty, what are you doing? Like, I love
Post
you.
Malone started when he dropped. What was his first song? Eye on Iverson. It's a
Yeah.
banger. He dropped it. He had a like almost like a Lil Wayne attractiveness vibe, like kind of trashy, but like semi-attractive. I could see like,
But like,
but
So-
then now he's kind of got like that Bud Light deal, so just got like a big beer belly on him, and then just
Posty.
decided to put
Dude, I love
all
Post
the
Malone.
face tats
Like,
on
you know
him.
how much I love Post Malone. Post Malone, he's my homie. He's my guy. We go way back. Sam, Brent, you good?
Brent just
Yeah.
took sip number 2 for the night.
So number 2.
No, I got like 2 in a row. Just
2 in a row.
Oh,
Two
two
in a-
back to back,
2 back to back.
back to back.
I'm just putting it
Is
down.
that what happened this weekend? Back to back.
Okay, so basically, I think we're gonna talk about Star Wars.
But we're not
this
done talking about
episode.
Post Malone yet, though. So Post Malone, he got a new face tat.
Also, shout out Posty Crocs.
Shout out to Post Crap. Me
They're
and Sam
really
both.
ugly.
Me and Sam both
Bruh,
both copped the Posty Crocs.
if
and
you're not
they are
repping
nice.
Crocodile Mondays, then get the fuck out.
I think it's
I
just
gotta
me.
go.
I think it's just me, you, and Tabitha.
It is. It's the goats.
But obviously,
I
the
don't
three
see
most.
Tabitha on the podcast.
Yeah, but the three most style people are, at our job.
Yeah,
100%.
100% the most stylish.
Because you
people.
don't see me. I be vibing at my
Brent,
desk.
you
Brent, you wear.
wear the same Batman sweatshirt
Batman
4
hoodie
days in a
every
I
row.
day.
don't wear that anymore.
Yeah,
Okay, you wear the same Mandalorian hoodie.
Mandalorian hoodie every day.
Yeah.
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 No, I have,
what
an,
is-
I have an
stylish.
Iron Spider.
What
hoodie
about
now.
it? I also wear the shoes that
Yeah,
I
he
wore
got
when
an
I worked
Iron-
at Dairy Queen 4 years ago.
He got an Iron
No,
Spider.
those finally got retired.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She got new shoes. Are they and ones?
No.
They're probably
I do wear N1 socks all the time.
Dude,
though.
Okay,
And
and when
ones
socks
are
are on
sick.
another level. I love my
They're
and socks.
a godsend.
Yes.
God tier.
Speaking of
Yes.
God tier, I believe Brent got added by someone on Twitter. If you want to talk about that.
Please stop. If this gets brought up, I'm
It
like,
needs to be. It needs to be
Oh,
brought up.
yeah.
It needs to be brought up. It
Dude,
needs-
we're framing this and putting it on the podcast, like, set up when I move out this month.
It's gonna be our cover photo. It's our
Yeah.
new cover.
Oh, yeah, another housekeeping. I'm moving out. January 31st. So from then on, all podcasts will be video, and it'll be in a really nice setup. Really
Hopefully,
nice.
we've said that for a while.
I'm putting a little like stew together for the podcast. A little set.
Dang, back in the stew.
It's gonna be good. So look out for that. But yes, I added Kraft Mac and Cheese on Twitter. And you know what they did?
Wait, what did you say?
Okay.
They responded.
Yeah, with the super. You literally added them in the most biased way possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have said, I love your macaroni. What do you think? That sounds good. Well, yeah, what the fuck do you think they're going to say? Oh, our macaroni's gross. No, of course they're going to fucking agree with
Brent's
you.
like,
Of course they're going to fucking agree with you.
I have an opinion, unpopular opinion, that Kraft Mac and Cheese is the best mac and cheese.
That's something where you
do
add
you guys
at, like,
think? And then they replied with, we don't see an issue there.
yeah.
Like, no shit, they
That
don't see an
checks
issue.
out to us, is what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoever's running-
you have to act a unbiased third party.
There's no unbiased third-party mac and cheese Twitter account.
Velveeta.
No,
They're
Velveeta's
not
part of the
unbiased.
argument. Velveeta's part of the
I
argument.
just think you should have added meat. And then
At
I would have
Sam.
said, I would have said, you're wrong.
You're wrong. You gotta act
I
like
at you,
Obama.
like, every time we
Michelle
talk about
Obama.
Yeah, add Obama. Obama always makes lists of like his favorite music, so he
It.
probably has
Wait,
a list
dude,
of mac and
Obama likes
cheeses.
J. Cole.
Yeah, I've known that he likes J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
know.
his two
It's just-
favorite.
every time I see it on the list, it's just cool.
J. Cole's like always been on this list, and then Middle Child's
Man,
banger.
what happens if I hit this button right here?
I
Please
would
don't
like if you
please don't
didn't.
touch anything.
That
in
turns off the mixer.
Oh,
Please don't-
okay.
Yeah, please
So it's
don't
a power
touch
button?
anything on it.
Yeah. Maybe if you actually watched that video I sent to the chat,
You did not send a video.
Yeah, he did. He sent a
Wait.
video, and it literally came up like super tiny, and I couldn't play it. I was like, "Well, we're not recording a podcast anyway, so it's
Oh,
not
I
a big
sent
deal."
it to Snap and the message group chat.
Yeah,
I
but
did
anyways,
I did a whole tutorial on how to run the mixer.
sending videos over Facebook Messenger is absolutely terrible. Or not
Is
sending videos over
yeah,
text is
iMessage
really
is
bad.
awful.
Like you gotta send Facebook Messenger is the best way to send videos.
Yeah. You know, I would put a Facebook messenger chat if Ethan has used his Facebook since like if Ethan would get on his Facebook since like
Facebook
what
is
like
stupid.
2013.
It's been a hot minute since I've been on Facebook. Facebook is stupid. I don't trust Facebook. I don't like Mark Zuckerberg. I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook.
That was a funny meme where I was like, no, I don't think I will.
Yeah. Dude. That was funny. I made that. I
That was
legit
funny.
made that.
That was funny. It was me.
Alright, I can't just look at me. I'm just trying to find this video that you sent.
What are you doing, Sam?
Twerking.
Alright, we gotta talk.
Oh yeah, I have a Letterboxd account.
Oh, is that what this was?
Yeah.
Instructions.
No, that.
Yeah, that's what that is.
it
The instructions video. It's literally
Why
the
is
worst
it
video
so
I've ever seen.
small?
That's what I
I
said.
don't
Why
No.
is it tiny?
I don't know.
I can't enlarge it. Oh, there you go.
That's pretty sick, dude.
That's our Kylo Ren pop.
This podcast is going really, really bad.
Okay, just
Please
stop,
turn that
stop
off.
playing.
Ethan, I need you to focus, dude. You're doing really.
Okay, so I have
Okay.
a Letterboxd
Ethan's
account. If you
drunk
guys
and
want
he's
to
really
follow
not
it,
focused.
Porkchop 118, I think it is. All my movie reviews will be there. Everything we've covered on the podcast and everything I won't talk about on the podcast.
I don't
will be
review
there.
movies.
I haven't reviewed Star Wars on Letterboxd
I've
yet.
never seen a movie in my life.
Who are you?
Sam Little.
Sam Little is also
I think your dog's trying to get in.
Kobe.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, this podcast is so disjointed. This episode, this is
pretty
really bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah,
I
what do
blame
you expect?
Ethan.
We took 4 weeks off.
I blame Ethan 100% for the reason that this is a
Wow.
bad
I know this
episode
is
so far.
so disjointed.
Ethan's like trying to like play with a bunch of things and like
Yeah.
not staying on top.
You
of
want to
it.
scrap this and restart?
No,
No, don't scrap it.
Not scrapping
We're
anything.
good.
Ethan just needs to
get on
stay
topic.
focused and stay on topic.
Okay.
So jumping into news.
I guess we only have like one bit of news, and then there's
Yes.
a couple movies I want to talk about.
Okay. One bit of news.
Yeah, one bit
It's
of
not
news.
big news. You guys know more about it than I do.
Zac Efron
Oh yeah.
died
No.
R-
Zac
and
Efron.
came back to life.
R-
No, that's
R-
not even remotely true.
R.I.P. in peace, dude.
Zac
Zac
Efron.
Zac
Rip Ted
Efron-
Bundy.
No,
dude.
Breaking news.
Stop. Okay.
Zac
Stop.
Efron
Has
suffers severe
Ligma.
illness.
Zac
What's Ligma?
Efron contracted a deadly disease while
ligma.
filming.
What's Ligma?
ligma?
No, I actually, guys, shut up. I know what disease he got. Zac Efron has been diagnosed with SUGMA.
With Sugma.
He has been treated by Dr. Joe.
Who's Joe?
Joe Mama.
I hate Brent's fake laugh.
That's not fake. That's real.
What is that?
It's my new laugh, and I don't
What do you
understand.
mean it's my new laugh?
Brent's,
I
like,
just started laughing like this one day, and I can't stop.
Brent's really changed.
I really
Since
have.
his time on the streets.
Brent's really changed. He really.
Since his time on
it's
the
that,
streets.
it's that living on the south side of Chicago, dude. Just really changed
Dude,
him.
yeah, Chicago. I was like, I got hard in a week.
Next topic.
Okay, back to Zac Efron being dead.
Zac Efron did not die. He contracted
So
a
what
deadly
happened?
disease while filming a documentary in New Guinea. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure it's New Guinea.
I just read a headline and kept scrolling.
Yeah, I read the headline and I was like, oh, Zac Efron almost died? I like him.
He's pretty hot.
Yeah, but he's okay. He's going to be good. He's going to be okay.
He's probably the hottest actor there is.
Rip Ted Bundy.
No, I mean,
Ted Bundy's been dead.
I think we can just say rest in the ground for Ted Bundy. I don't think he needs it.
He doesn't need peace at all.
Well, it's just like RAH, rest in hell.
Well, no, because we don't know if
Do
he's going to
people
hell
say
either.
that?
I don't know. I just
Why'd
made
you
it
say
up.
RAH?
I said RAH. RIH.
RAH?
RAH.
RIH?
It just, yeah, it just kind of sounds like it.
He's got bad enunciation. It's okay.
I do. Like,
Spell enunciation.
A-N-N-U-C.
I have no idea if that's right or not.
No. I use autocorrect.
A-N-N-U-C-I-A-T-I-O-N.
Okay, I have a couple movies I want to discuss today.
What are you going to talk about?
I watched Marriage Story.
It's probably terrible.
It was really good.
I heard terrible things.
I really love Marriage Story.
heard
I thought it
absolutely
was
trash.
I thought it was an amazing movie. It's Oscar worthy in my opinion.
See,
I don't understand how people are complaining about that.
people are roasting
acting.
that scene because, like, all they do is yell at each other.
Okay, what's not real about that?
I don't know. People just...
Two people divorcing, like, how are they not gonna yell?
Yeah, but the whole thing is the fact that...
Spoiler alert, I haven't fucking watched it
The
yet.
whole thing is like that yelling is the easiest kind of acting.
It
I-
is. It
I
absolutely is.
I disagree.
I 100. What do you mean?
If
It's-
I had to I can't.
if I had to act like I was super mad and all I had to do was yell, that'd be really easy. to
Yeah,
do.
if I had to act sad.
and they don't even
probably
just
couldn't.
yell. Like, you have to watch the movie. Like, by the time you get to that point, it's earned, and like the acting is awesome in it. Like, I get if you watch a scene online and you're like, oh, that's dumb, but like when you watch the movie, it's really good.
You're fucking
But
at
that one
Billy.
that one scene, it looks a little cringe when you watch it on itself.
You know, also super
I
cringe.
don't know. Like, I think it's
The
earned
ending
when
to
you
Rise of the
watch it.
Skywalker.
We're not on Star
Ethan,
Wars
go
yet.
go drink some water. Your ass is fucking drunk and you literally had like half a Smirnoff.
No, I'm not drunk. I'm
You're
just
literally
saying.
not staying on topic at all.
I'm just saying. You were talking about Adam Driver
Ethan,
kissing.
I don't
Ethan,
feel level
we haven't
headed.
even brought up Adam Driver once.
He was in this movie.
Yeah, he is with Scarlett Johansson, but you haven't
Yeah.
brought up Black Widow, so I don't see what you're trying to point out.
Stop.
People are more than just their roles.
I agree.
Yeah.
I hate when people are like,
I do too. I hate
oh,
it.
the guy from this.
Stranger Things.
That's my biggest thing with Batman. It's like everyone's like, oh, a sparkly vampire playing Batman. Like, I'm sorry he got a paycheck and he's richer than you because he played in Twilight.
Who?
He has Robert Pattinson. Like, he has some amazing roles, and everyone wants to just
Name
paint him
one.
as The Lighthouse.
Have you seen The Lighthouse?
I
No.
I watched a little bit of it.
No. You haven't seen the fucking Lighthouse.
Yes, I
'Cause
have.
It just can't. No, you haven't.
It's
I
on
know.
Blu-ray, idiot.
I know for a fact you have not watched The Lighthouse. Name another one other than Lighthouse.
What the
Twilight
fuck is
doesn't
the
count.
Lighthouse?
It's a black and white movie that Robert Pattinson did.
With
I'll give it to
Willem
him.
Dafoe.
It looks pretty fucking good, but Brent hasn't seen it, and he said it's a good one.
I've actually started it.
Okay, well, you started. You haven't seen it. All right, give me another one that Robert Pattinson was good in.
Ethan, I don't like you right now.
Wasn't
No.
he in that zombie movie? No, he's not. That's lies.
No. Name another movie that Robert Pattinson was good in.
I can't remember.
Exactly.
Twilight.
No.
That's my fucking point.
Listen, okay.
Twilight.
I've watched things online, and I've seen him act really well. I'm still trying to go
Like
through all
what?
of his.
Just give
I
me
don't
one
remember-
example.
I literally do you not understand.
One
I explain
example.
it every time. I don't remember anything.
Hot take. Twilight's
I
actually
can't
not
remember
that bad.
JoJo half the time.
Twilight's not that bad.
Fucking JoJo.
Twilight isn't that bad. Like, it's
Yeah.
not amazing.
People hate on
but
Twilight. It's really not that bad.
It's not awful.
Hot take.
It's not amazing, but it's not awful.
Better than Star Wars.
That is a hot take, and that's an
What?
awful take.
That's a hot take. I just said.
Twilight's not terrible.
I said it's better than Star Wars.
Fuck off.
Just saying.
Why are you opening a Pokemon card right now?
Just one.
I'm about to scrap the whole podcast because of Ethan.
No, don't scrap
Ethan's
it.
so bad this
Like, what the
episode.
fuck are you doing?
It's been a while since we've done an episode.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
then
mean you
stay
just be
focused. I'm
stupid.
so confused what's going on. Why are you so like
I
ADD
can't.
right
I don't
now?
have enough like mental capacity right now to focus on what
You
you're
have
doing.
enough mental capacity ever. Dude, give me that back.
It's more empty than I was expecting it to be. No wonder
I
why
don't
it's
know if
acting crazy.
I don't know if this
He's-
is hitting me or I'm just being dumb right now. But
Ethan's
like
drinking-
I'm like tunnel
Ethan's
vision.
drank more than I have, so I'm no wonder why it's hitting him.
That went down the wrong fucking pipe.
Jeez.
Brent said, I don't know if it's hitting me. It's fucking full.
Sitting number 4. I don't know if it's hit me yet.
That's what I'm saying. But like that's what I'm saying.
I don't know if it's hitting me. It feels like I just fucking popped it open.
No, it's like because I definitely am worse than when I started drinking it.
What do you mean? You've had like 3 sips.
I've had way more. Stop, messing with me.
But it's had the equivalent of like half a beer.
He's like, oh yeah, I feel it now.
It is. Dude, I'm stumbling. I cannot drive home.
I'm sorry y'all drink so much that nothing affects you anymore.
Brent
Imagine being an
Brent just
alcoholic.
outed both of us for being alcoholics.
Yep, Brent's like, fuck, I'm not going to be able to drive home. Oh, wait.
Brent every day is like, fuck, I can't drive. Because he doesn't have a car.
Daddy,
Yeah, we got it the first time you said
Daddy,
it.
can I have a ride?
I went and pictured his ass up before. Alright, let's talk about Star Wars.
No, we're going.
We're not
We're
even-
not close to
Are we not
Star
even
Wars.
at
Dude.
Star Wars yet?
Ethan is so off topic. It's
Ethan's
ridiculous.
so bad.
Ethan is ruining this whole thing.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not ruined.
We just
Guys,
need
I
to-
love you if you actually listen to this
Brett-
episode because
This is a good one.
Brent's
Welcome
probably,
back.
Brent's probably muted Ethan's mic like halfway through.
Welcome
probably
back, though.
should.
Like, thanks for sticking around.
I agree. It's been a
Because
while
we
since
we
have
disappeared
one.
for a while.
yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing them
December
in a while.
9th, actually.
But yeah,
Yeah.
December 9th was the last upload.
me and Ethan did see a movie while Brent was gone.
We did. We saw Richard Jewell.
Richard Jewell.
Richard Jewell was actually
I really
really
wanted to see
fucking
that.
good.
Actually, a very, very good
It
movie.
was really good. Brent or Sam, you want to go see a movie next week before work someday?
Sounds good to me.
All right. You want to see Uncut Gems?
I'll be down.
Okay. Awesome.
You guys are the worst friends I've ever had.
Yeah, we'll go see Uncut Gems. I'm down. Looks
Okay.
really good.
100%.
But
I really
yeah,
wanna see
Richard
it.
Jewell was
Richard Jewell was
pretty much
phenomenal.
the guy
The
who
dude
played
killed
him.
it. The dude killed it.
Very, very good. They did like a little side by side for a little bit. I mean, he looks dead on him. So
Yeah,
it's like one of
it-
those things where like they picked an actor that looks dead on him, and then also does a really good job acting it out.
Yeah, it was super neat though, because like at one point in the film, so obviously if you don't know, Richard Jewell is based on a true story. So in 1996, there was an bombing at the Atlantic Park
Yeah, they're in the Olympics.
during the Olympics, and Richard Jewell was the one who found the bag and alerted police. And then it was later thought that he became, or it was later discovered that he may be a suspect because he fit the profile.
Wasn't maybe a suspect. He was like the main.
He was the main suspect.
That the FBI was.
He was
going
He was the
after.
main suspect, and he was looked into, and his life was basically ruined for a hot 6 months,
for a long time.
for a long
sure.
time, for no good reason whatsoever.
Just because
really.
they decided to. paint
Just
him as
because,
what-
well, one, the main reason is because they had a lead. Yes, he had a reason to be a
he
suspect.
definitely did.
But once they discovered that he definitely was not it, they still
They
had
kept
no other
pushing.
leads. They kept pursuing because he was their best chance they got
Like as soon as,
to make it look like they were doing something.
because they definitely found out that he couldn't have done it.
Yeah, way before.
They were trying to fit the whole like he's alone.
But they were trying to force it because
He's like
they
a
didn't have
lone
any other
wannabe.
leads.
He's a wannabe cop that's like only a security guard, so he tries to act all heroic.
Yeah.
And then they find out that like he can't do it, and he couldn't have done it on his own. So now they're like, oh, maybe he's got a partner, but like that doesn't even fit the
Yeah.
whole initial thing that they were going for.
They tried to force it
So
because
they were
had
just
no
forcing
other
everything
leads.
because they had no clue who to go after, and they already had him, and they thought they could do it. But it's actually a pretty nuts job. And actually, the more you look at it, like the more it just plays until like the whole like, because like the whole thing is the media just blows it out of proportion.
Yeah, the
And,
media
like
is
that was
part
the
of the
start.
problem.
Like the media gets a lead, and they blew it up, and it's kind of like the whole thing. Even like modern day, like media would just blow something. Like something would just get blown completely up just because the media wants to do it.
Yeah,
no
media's
matter
nuts.
which way you do it.
I hate the media.
In so many aspects of
Media
life.
hates you as well.
Especially
I hope
politically based or anything, the media would just
I
blow it
know
up.
B-Rent really hates the media.
Has the B-Rent gotten any bad media?
Yeah.
Has he gotten any media?
Yeah.
What kind of media?
Aside from B-Rent's own social.
No, B-Rant got this hate comment one time
What was the hate comment?
on his song called something remastered.
Minecraft remastered.
No, it wasn't that.
Minecraft rap remastered.
No, Minecraft Rap's a bop. He got a comment. It was a song he remastered, and someone commented at 0.1 second and said unmaster and delete this. It was the best comment ever.
That's one of the
that's
best
fu-
comments I've ever
that's
heard in my
good,
life.
I know,
though.
that was
That's funny.
I can't even be mad.
That's
actually
funny.
pretty good. That's
pretty good. That's
I respect the
unmaster and delete this.
I can't
It's savage.
I can't even be mad. That was funny.
comment. Did you unmaster and delete it?
Did you unmaster? Yeah, did you unmaster and delete it?
Oh, sorry, did B-Rant unmaster and
So
delete
yeah,
it?
the
No,
B rant.
B-Rant just kind of just laughed and
Just
kept going.
Just ignore
So it's
the
still
haters.
he went back in the stew.
The haters are my motivators. I like that saying.
He wrote a bar about it.
I respect it.
What's
It's
the bar? Do you know it off the top of your head?
It's unreleased.
Yes,
Unreleased.
I can't tell you. B-Rant
No, what's
wants
the
me
bar?
To,
Brant,
B-Rant
what's the
wa-
bar?
B-Rant wants me to keep it like
Dude,
On the
no.
DL.
unlocked.
100%. What's the bar?
Stay
I'll
on
tell you
DL.
after the podcast.
All right. Podcast is over. What's the bar?
Podcast isn't over.
It's the podcast is definitely still going. We got a big topic to talk about.
Star Wars?
The Witcher on Netflix.
I've heard it's really good.
What was that?
I don't know.
That was Barron's introduction.
The Witcher
Dun, 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 dun.
on
The Witcher 3
Netflix.
I'm not level-headed right now.
What do you mean you've had like 2 sips?
Didn't we just go over the fact that y'all are alcoholics?
I'm so shook.
Brett, you've had 2 sips of a Smirnoff.
I've
Why
not
you?
had 2 sips. I like this much is gone now.
He's like, he's pointing like an inch down.
No, that's a
It's
lot.
like a shot.
like,
It's
I
like
gotta
a
Stop
shot.
yelling in the mic.
Brett's like, a dick's length is gone. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's like a shot of
Stop
Smirnoff.
yelling in the mic, Ethan.
A shot of
like, oh.
Smirnoff.
A shot of Smirnoff. He's like, oh, fucked up.
Took my first shot of liquor. It was Smirnoff Ice. Smirnoff Smash.
Jesus, that was loud in my ear.
You know who else was loud in your ear?
The Witcher on Netflix.
That probably was
is
depending on the
really
volume. Depending on the volume you listen to, it was
I
probably
haven't
pretty loud.
watched The Witcher yet. Should I?
Yes.
I'm definitely
Fun
going to.
fact. Me and Sam talked about this the other day. So one
What
of my
did you
new
guys talk about?
it was about Henry Cavill. One of my New Year's resolutions is to get
Is to look like Henry Cavill?
no, it's to get blocked by an A-list celebrity. I have been left on red by an A-list celebrity, and that A-list celebrity was Henry Cavill.
Is he A-list though?
Yeah. He was Superman.
Yeah, he was Superman.
That's not A-list though.
100% he's
Superman.
A-list.
No,
The
whoa.
first superhero
you
ever is not A-list.
You don't need to reevaluate your list of celebrities. Henry Cavill is not A-list.
If he plays
Henry Cavill is
Superman-
definitely an A-list
no,
celebrity.
he's not.
100%.
100% not.
100%.
100%
Can I
not.
Can I tape you to your chair, Ethan?
An A-list celebrity is one who you could literally say the name to any person in the U.S. and they would know who they are.
Henry Cavill.
Henry
no,
Cavill.
no. If I went to my parents right now and I said, "Do you know who Henry Cavill is?" They wouldn't be able to.
They'd be like, yeah, Superman.
"No, they wouldn't be
Can
able
we
to tell
go
you."
ask Blair?
No.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, no. Our generation doesn't count because they're more in tune.
No.
I'm telling you, anybody in the U.S.
He's actually getting up to go ask Blair.
Anybody in the U.S.
Blair, is Henry Cavill an A-list celebrity? Yes. What do you mean?
Thank you.
no?
She said no for the listeners.
The fact that she knew he
She
was
said-
Superman
no,
makes him
she
an
said-
A-list celebrity.
No, no.
Yes.
No. An A-list,
He's the most popular.
an A-list celebrity.
He
an
was
A-list,
the first superhero ever.
The definition of an A-list celebrity is someone whose name you can literally mention to anybody, and anybody will know who they are.
And they know that he plays
A-list celebrities.
Superman.
A-list celebrities are like
After Man of Steel,
Or like
everyone knows who Henry
the
Cavill is.
Kardashians are A-list celebrities.
Kardashians are bitches.
Kanye West,
Stop
A-list
kidding.
celebrity. Drake, A-list celebrity. Post Malone, A-list celebrity. Taylor Swift, A-list celebrity. Lizzo is now an A-list celebrity.
Lizzo is not an A-list celebrity.
Yes, she is.
Lizzo.
Lizzo, Lizzo is 100%.
That still picked up on the mic, you dumbass.
It's okay.
Lizzo,
Throw it. I don't give a
Lizzo is
shit.
100% an A-list celebrity. Taylor Swift, A-list.
Lizzo is a meme that's getting 5 seconds of.
But she's
Lizzo
an
is
A-list
a-
celebrity. Elon Musk, A-list celebrity.
Lizzo is someone who thinks that she's
Lizzo's getting
way
5
better than
seconds
she
in the
is.
light, and that's and then she's gonna die down.
Lizzo thinks she's at 100, but in reality, she's at like 65.
I give her maybe 10.
10?
Yeah,
I was trying to be generous.
I hate her so much.
She's not funny. She's not talented. She's not quirky.
The more news she gets, the more I hate her. I was like, first Lizzo came out, I'm like, oh man.
Anyway, okay, so the story about Henry Cavill blocking me. So I got, or not blocked. I wish
read you.
he left me on red. Shut up.
That is true. Literally no one asked.
Dude, no, hold on. This is a good story.
Probably not.
Dude, it's a good story.
Guys, I sent him a picture of myself and he read it.
Guys, Henry, this is Ethan's story. I sent Henry Cavill a message, and he left me on red. That's the story. That's literally.
You gotta hear what I sent him. So remember,
I don't want to hear what you sent him. That's the story.
So you remember when Batman vs Superman came out, right?
I vaguely.
Well, no, Justice League. It was Justice League.
No, so I have a funny story about Batman vs Superman.
Dude, shut up! I'm talking.
So I had this,
Dude,
I had
shut
this,
up!
I had
you
this.
just 100% interrupted me.
You just gotta take over the story 100%.
I had this.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
had this bet with my friend Hunter, right? When Batman vs Superman came out, I already knew none of them was gonna win. It was gonna be Doomsday coming in. They're really like, let's fight him.
Yeah, because if you watched the trailer, you got told 100% of the story.
So I was like, oh, Batman's gonna win. He was like, no, Superman's gonna win. So I got my dad to pick me up halfway during school to take me to see it. And then I just get a text from my dad and I see it on my watch and was like, I'm here, let's go. My friend Hunter looks at it, literally gets so mad, and I'm like, time to go win this bet. Why did you just put down the trap card?
It's not a trap card.
I know.
It's an energy card. We need good energy.
Shut the fuck up.
Vibes only. Dude, I'm gonna get a vibes only sign for
I got good vibes.
Exactly.
Yeah, good vibes.
Dude, is Zach's girlfriend still? I wonder if she's still gonna make me the vibe zone thing for my studio.
Probably not. Zach doesn't like you.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay.
Anyway, the story of Henry Cavill blocking or leaving me on red.
Bro, stop saying he blocked you.
I know. He did not block
me.
He did not block me. I wish he blocked me. He did not. He left me on red. So when Justice League came out, Henry Cavill was filming Mission Impossible at the same time. Brent, what are you doing?
Chug, 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 chug,
Chug it.
chug, chug,
Chug it.
chug.
I've been like taking
Chug
more sips.
it. Chug
I'm
it.
not chugging it.
Take a big old sip though.
I did.
So when Henry Cavill was filming Justice League, he was also filming Batman or Mission Impossible. And for Mission Impossible, he had to have a mustache.
But Tom Cruise was in Mission Impossible.
He is, but so is Henry Cavill.
We all know about the mustache.
So they have the mustache, right? And there's a really couple bad scenes where he looks awful because they CGI'd the mustache off of his face, and it looks really bad. So I sent him a screenshot of where someone had taken a picture of it, and it looks terrible. And I said, "Why did you let them do this to you?" And he read it, but he did not respond.
That's not even a funny story.
Yeah,
I like the story because he looked at what I had to
That's
say.
not even a funny response. Like, that's
Well, he
so
didn't
cringe
respond.
of
He
you.
had no response.
No, that's like that's really cringe of you.
Yeah, why are
Ethan.
you insulting?
That's so cringe. Like, that's like bottom of the barrel, easy copy paste joke.
It is.
True.
That's not
It
funny.
is.
Why?
It wasn't
No
clever
wonder
at
he
all.
didn't respond to you. He
Probably
probably
got-
had 10 million people ask him.
He probably got a shit ton of people asking
Why
that.
did you let
Yeah,
them
it's not
do
even
this to you?
funny. Like,
I thought it was funny.
You should have
How
said. You should have
unoriginal.
said. I must stash you a question.
Okay, that's actually pretty fucking funny. I must ask you a question.
but I'll
Stash
save
you
it
a
for later.
question. That's actually
Which is
pretty
what
good.
Henry
That's
Cavill
actually
did.
pretty good. He did shave
Henry
it.
Cavill
He
did
shaved
shave
it for
it later.
later. See, that would have been funny. You probably would have got a response.
probably
for that
would've
one.
got a
He
response.
probably would have been ha.
Probably would have got a response for that one.
Probably would have said, "Fuck off."
And he probably would have said, "You're a pleb."
No, this
You're
is
black.
what he would have said. Ha. Messages are turned off. Replies are turned off for this conversation.
Or just like send a picture of his bank account. Here's my
Hey,
$100,000.
get off my knife.
Here's my $1 million contract.
Before I
What do you
shove it.
have?
Ethan, can you close it, please?
Why? Are you part of that shit too? Oh, it's bad luck to close a knife that someone else opened.
You know, it's
Wait,
not.
is that a thing?
Yes! Dude,
Stop.
you know people's knives have opened up and then hand it back to him and they're like, "Oh, I need you to close it. It's bad luck to open up a knife that someone else."
Brent definitely
Fuck
is that.
Fuck off.
Well, it's like it's not that big of a deal to just get someone to close it. Like if it's something easy like that, like hey, close the knife, then yeah, I'll follow the superstition. It's not like I follow it to a T, but it's not like I have to go to someone's house at like 3 a.m. and walk 3 hours to get them to close a knife.
No, but you would definitely wait until next time you saw me to close it.
Not necessarily. Like, if you had left, I would have just closed it. But if you're right here and I can get you to close it, then... Why? Moving on.
So immature.
You have to give context.
So immature.
Brent, please describe what's happening.
I really don't want to describe what's happening. As much as we're explicit
It's
on
still
Spotify,
it's still
I
a
don't-
better love story than Kylo and Rey.
I mean, you're right, but that's a spoiler.
What spoiler?
The Witcher.
Spoiler.
The Witcher on Netflix.
The Witcher's good. Moving on.
It's really
Can
good.
we move on from The Witcher? No one wants to talk about it.
I want to talk about it.
You're the
It's
only one that's
really
seen it.
good. And
The
I
Witcher's
really
really
enjoy
good.
it.
Moving on.
The
How did
walls
Henry
are
Cavill
moving.
do? Brent,
What
okay.
the fuck do you
Calm
mean?
down. It's called a door.
The walls are moving.
Okay. Moving on. We've all seen, it's been a couple weeks, but we've all seen Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Why do we see it? That's
Yeah.
a great question. I wish I hadn't. But
I initially loved the first half. I fucking hated the second half. I was so upset. I was angry. I hated it. It was awful. I did not want to talk about it. I didn't want to look at
It was
it.
not the
Nothing.
best.
I hated it.
I like
But
the
then,
movie.
but then, the more I looked at it and the more I thought about it, I didn't hate it as much. Now, it's not my
I
favorite.
feel that.
I liked it more than Last Jedi. I now more understand why they did the things that they did.
I get that.
I still think it's a good movie.
It's
not a great
bad.
movie. It's not a great Star Wars movie. It is a good Star Wars movie. It's watchable. I would watch it again. I would buy it in 4K. I would recommend someone going to see it. It's worth the watch. I like it. It was an enjoyable movie to
It's
watch.
really not dog shit.
It is not terrible. It is not horrendous.
It does a good job of wrapping up the previous 8 movies.
I'm gonna
I
make
will
a
say
hot,
that.
I'm gonna
It
say
does
a
a
hot
good
take
job
right
of
now.
wrapping up the previous 8 movies.
I'm gonna say a hot take. I don't believe JJ would have done a really good job if he had done the whole trilogy. Like, everyone thinks JJ.
Fuck off.
No, everyone thinks. I think it would have been good.
J.J. Abrams is a phenomenal director, and
No,
he would have
JJ's
fucking
awesome.
killed it.
He did really good with Star Trek, and I love Star Trek. My thing with it, I think Episode 8 would have been better, but everyone seems to think that if JJ directed the entire trilogy, he would have been this messiah to Star Wars, and it
I didn't
would
say
have
that.
been.
I didn't say that.
I didn't say you. I'm saying like a lot
didn't
of
say
people
that.
think he would have been this messiah to Star Wars, and
I
the
didn't say
sequel
that.
trilogy would have just been like amazing. And I really don't think. I don't think it would be as bad as Last Jedi, but I seriously don't think he is the answer to everything.
I didn't
think
say he
he's
was the
still
answer
ma-
to everything.
I literally just told you that. I didn't say you.
I more so think that. What are you doing over
Why do you
there?
have the knife open?
Anyway, I don't think that necessarily it would have been better if J.J. Abrams would have directed it. I think it would have been better if we had the same director for 3 movies.
Mhm.
Like, why the fuck was it split up?
I agree with that.
Why the fuck was it split up? It
I would
didn't need to be split
100%
up.
agree with that. They don't
It
need
needs
to change
be-
directors.
They don't need to change directors. It
I
would have been
agree it
fucking
would have been better
phenomenal.
with the same director. I just don't think the sequel trilogy would have automatically been amazing if JJ. I feel like JJ would still make stupid decisions.
I still think they would have
No,
played
I
it
think
safe.
it-
I still
I
think they would have
think if
played it
J.J.
safe in the
Abrams-
last one, like they did.
I think if J.J. Abrams would have had control of all 3, the direction would have been a lot better. The story would have made a
I
hell
think
of a
JJ
lot
is
more
an
sense.
awesome like director. Like the cinematography in Rise of Skywalker is phenomenal. Like I love the cinematography in
No,
it.
I agree. It's really
I
It's
still
just
think-
the
I
writing
think-
I don't think would have been like
I still think
amazing.
I think it would have kind of gone a pretty similar. I think 8 would have tied better tied into 9. Like it would have smoothly gone better. That's really terrible wording, but like if it was all if it was all directed by the same person. But like in general, like it's Disney. They're still gonna play it safe in the end, and I think that's kind of what they did. But I think in saying that, they didn't do a bad job of
It wasn't terrible.
finishing up the Skywalker saga, I guess.
I hope it's done.
I swear to God, if it's not
I
done, it's
swear,
stupid.
I swear to God, if they're like, "Oh, new Star Wars movie," I'm gonna be like, "Fuck yes!" and I'm gonna go see it. And if they're like, "What are you?" and it's like, "A Skywalker," I'm gonna
They just seem to-
fucking
There's so many.
blow my
there's
brains
so
out.
many
They just go
interesting
so many
things
ways. Yeah, I agree.
in Star Wars.
just
like,
let it end.
Like the most interesting
Get a
thing in
fucking
Star
new
Wars,
family.
in my opinion, are the Mandalorian culture. Like that's the most interesting thing in Star
Listen,
Wars for
listen,
me. Like there's
listen,
so many more
listen.
things than the Skywalker saga.
Listen, me and Sam were texting about it. I remember it specifically.
Without me, wow.
Right after we saw the movie, I didn't want to fucking spoil it for you and be like, oh yeah, Sam, what'd you think of the
It's
movie?
also like 4 a.m.
Like, right after.
It was like
4
4
in the
on a
morning.
Thursday.
Yeah. So, like, me and Sam were talking about it. So, with the new Star Wars movies, they did what people wanted.
They please
Right?
fans. Yes.
It felt like a Star Wars movie. It was something new, or it wasn't something new. It was something familiar. We've seen it before, right?
Yeah.
Didn't work. People didn't like it. Disney did The Mandalorian.
The prequels.
No,
Are you talking about the sequels?
just these in
The
general. The
sequel-
sequels
What
in
the
general.
fuck we just watched?
The one, Rise of Skywalker.
Rise
It's
of
just like
Skywalker.
it's safe and it's what people want.
It's safe and it's what people.
It's familiar.
It's familiar, but people don't like it. Right?
It's nothing new. It's nothing new to what
It's
they
nothing
did.
new.
with
It
Rise of
feels like a
Skywalker
Star
is
Wars
nothing
movie.
new to Star Wars.
It's nothing. It's nothing new to Star Wars. It feels like a new movie. It feels like the same franchise, right? It's familiar, right?
Yeah, it's good.
So they did the Mandalorian, and the people didn't like it, right? Not the Mandalorian, but the new ones, right?
Yeah.
People, for the most part, the consensus is people are not a fan, right?
I would agree.
Right.
I would agree.
And
Most
it's
people aren't a
familiar.
fan. Yes, because
They
too
did The
similar to the old
Mandalorian.
ones.
Totally different than
Mandalorian's
any.
Phenomenal.
Totally different
Way
than
better
anything.
than any
seen.
of the new ones.
The reviews on it are fucking nuts. People love it.
I think
They
the
want to see more.
Season finale.
And
had
it's
a-
totally different. I have not watched season finale yet.
It's amazing. Won't spoil it, but it's amazing. It was directed by Taika Waititi.
Oh, he's a goat, dude.
Yeah,
Taika Waititi?
Taika's really good.
You know who
nuts.
else? You know what else Taika Waititi directed?
Jojo
Thor.
Rabbit.
Jojo
dude,
Rabbit.
I-
And Jojo Rabbit is under shit fire right now because they're like, can we make a movie making fun of Hitler? Like, is it too soon?
Bro, I
Like,
saw
it's a
thing.
fucking satire.
I saw a thing.
It's a comedy.
Someone said.
It's not glorifying Hitler. It's making fun of the stupid shit he did. Like it's
Someone
just,
said they're
it's
be-
making light of a shitty situation.
Someone said their favorite movies of this year goes Jojo Rabbit, Uncut Gems, like 1 and 2.
Really? I want to see Uncut Gems. We haven't seen Uncut Gems yet.
Apparently, Anthony Fantano has a cameo in Uncut Gems, and I want to see it.
I have a real question.
Yes.
Who is Anthony Fantano?
Any internet's busiest music nerd.
Okay, that
Still no one
still
knows who they are.
elaborate some more.
He's what we would call a D-list celebrity. He's on the D-list.
No, he's a YouTuber. He's one of the best music reviewers on the internet.
So he doesn't make music. He just reviews it.
I mean, he has.
So like
music.
Kanye drops her album and he's like, "Yeah, this is aight," and you're
No,
like,
there's-
"Yes, finally, someone who agrees with me.
That's the same with like.
An okay album, awesome."
For one, in a lot of his videos, he opens with like his own like guitar riff or drum or something. But for two, are you telling me
We
like?
could do that too.
Are you telling me we can't review movies because we've never made a movie? Is that what you're trying to say right now?
No, I'm saying we're
No, that's exactly what you're saying.
That's
You're
not
saying-
what I'm saying.
You're
That's
saying like, oh, a guy that's never made music, he's reviewing music. We've never made a movie.
I make movies.
I mean, I make fan films and stuff, but I don't make movies.
I make inappropriate movies.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't review it. I'm saying I don't think you would classify him as a D-list celebrity, and I wouldn't classify us as a probably
we're-
at most Z-list.
We're B-list.
B-list. We're B-list celebrities.
Henry Cavill.
We're
108
above Henry.
follows in 3 months.
Yeah. We're on Apple Podcasts, so that means we're definitely at least C-list.
Dude, no, shut the
Well,
fuck up.
Apple hasn't approved us yet.
Fuck you, Brent.
They
No one
They
said-
have to have approval rating.
no one
through
needs
Apple?
to know that.
Yeah, they said it might because of the holidays. It might take past New Year's for Apple to
Oh,
approve
the
us.
Apple just takes the holidays off. Jesus Christ, dude. People in their holiday time.
Imagine taking the holidays off.
Yeah. Imagine not working during the holidays.
Dude, imagine that.
Imagine that.
I can't
But yeah,
see straight.
Star Wars. I don't know. I had a couple complaints, but overall, I think here's what I'm gonna say. Overall, they did a good. I've said this already. Good job of hopefully wrapping up the previous 8 episodes.
Yes, leave
and
it
the
wrapped
rest
up.
and wrapping up the Skywalker saga.
Please be done.
It's just done. Overall, this movie, I'm ready to score it because
Yeah,
I'm trying
score
to
it.
get into spoilers.
Score it.
Out of 10,
Yep.
really don't know what I'd rate.
I'm gonna give it like a 6.7.
Okay.
So like,
That's
I'm not gonna
fair.
say it was bad. I think it was. It's not. I
You're
would need to
so
go
fucking
back.
Drunk, Ethan.
I would need to
I'm
go
just
back.
farting.
I would need to
You're
go back
100%.
and watch.
No, I'm
I would
not.
need to go back and watch them all again.
I
Pretty
am.
recently, but like, it's not bad compared to. It's definitely better than some of the prequels. That's for sure.
I agree.
And then, I don't know if it's better than any of the OGs.
It's
Ah,
not.
It's better
No.
than.
the only ones that
Maybe
might be able
Return
to
of
be.
the Jedi, in my opinion.
Are you
but
shitting me?
Listen, let me finish
Are
my
you
sentence.
fucking
Maybe-
joking?
Let me finish my sentence.
Are you
I
out
like
of your
it- Let me
fucking
finish my
mind?
Fucking sentence. I like Return of the Jedi, so probably not. But Return of the Jedi is the weakest in the original trilogy.
Absolutely not. It's a fucking New Hope.
What are you
100%.
talking about?
A New Hope's the weakest.
A New Hope is way better than Return of the Jedi.
Absolutely fucking
Empire
not.
is the best Star Wars movie ever.
Agreed.
A New Hope.
Agreed.
A New
Empire
Hope is better
number one.
than Rise of.
No.
New Hope is better than Return of the Jedi. Return
It
of
goes-
the Jedi is really good.
No.
And better than all
No.
the prequels.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. It goes Empire, Return of the Jedi.
No.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Empire, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, Force Awakens, Clone Wars, The Last Jedi, Rise of the Skywalker, Phantom Menace. And I'm also excluding Solo and
I can't really.
those because I don't know
I
where to
can't-
put them.
Jedi is
I can't
better
rate
than
the
Rise
prequels
of
'cause I haven't
Skywalker.
seen them in
Last
a while.
Jedi is better than Rise of Skywalker?
So you
Absolutely
just
not.
said-
Last
That's
Jedi
what
is...
you just said,
Absolutely
though.
not.
Huh? No.
That's what you just said in your rankings.
Oh, I did. Yeah, flip those. I mean, Rise of Skywalker and then The Last Jedi.
Okay.
It's definitely better than Last Jedi.
Absolutely. I agree.
I agree.
100%.
In my opinion, I think it's better than Force Awakens. I like Rise of Skywalker a lot. There are some awful decisions.
I
There's
agree.
some things I hated in the movie. Dumb things in the movie. But, all in all, I don't think it's a terrible movie. I think there's certain movies I go in trying to be critical, and there's certain movies like Star Wars I just want a fun time. And I'm not saying you can't be critical of Star Wars. You 100% can. It's a movie. It exists. Be critical of it.
I think you need to be critical of it because of what Star Wars is.
I agree. I'm not saying you can't be critical, but I think there's certain things. I go into Star Wars. Yeah, like Star Wars can be deep, but I go into it having fun and expecting a good journey. And yeah, I am critical of Rise of Skywalker. There's some things I really didn't enjoy about it, but I don't think those things I didn't enjoy really make a bad movie, in my opinion. I don't think it's better than the original trilogy. It's probably a little better than the prequel trilogy, but I'd have to rewatch the prequels. And I think it's the best in the sequel trilogy.
Here's the thing. Here's the tea.
That's the
Spill it out for me.
100% fuck Star Wars fans. Dude, like 90% the hardcore Star Wars fan base, fuck you. Fuck off. Like,
The ones that try to
the ones that get
force
mad
their
at you,
opinions,
the
yeah.
ones that get literally like legit fucking upset that someone likes. And
Yeah.
like if you get angry and call someone stupid for liking one of the new movies, for basically a lot of the hardcore Star Wars fans will call people stupid for disagreeing with their opinion.
Yep.
Fuck off.
I got an
You're the
argument
reason
with
Star
some-
Wars goes bad because I try to please you. You're a fucking shithead. You don't have to fucking like the movie. No one's forcing you to like the movie. You can hate the fucking movie. You can think it's a piece of goddamn garbage. But here's the thing. Don't fucking shit on people who do like it. If it doesn't personally offend you and it doesn't hurt you, and the only reason you don't like it is because it doesn't satisfy your needs, that doesn't make people who do enjoy it fucking stupid. Like Brent you liked the new movie, right?
Yeah.
I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Brent likes it a lot more than I do, right?
But-
I don't think Brent's a fucking idiot for liking it.
Well, not
It
for
just
that,
wasn't
but
my...
yeah.
I mean, I think Brent's a fucking idiot.
But not
I-
for liking the movie.
But not for that. If you enjoyed the new movies, great. Good
Yeah.
on you. You
And
found something you like. That's awesome.
And like Ethan knows I like
Like-
Star Wars. Like he knows
Like,
I like
yeah.
Star Wars a lot. and I just happen to like the new movie.
So,
I'm not saying
But
it's
a lot of the
best.
hardcore Star Wars fans think that because it doesn't line up with what they think Star Wars should have been, you're fucking stupid for liking it.
I agree.
I got an argument
Like you're
with
part of the
somebody because,
reason.
like,
You're part of the reason Star Wars is going down the bad path because like
They're trying
they're
to.
so vocal about it. They're so vocal about how much they hate the new Star Wars, what they want it to be. So they're the ones who are trying to be pleased, not your general audience, but the hardcore ones, because the hardcore ones are the ones that are vocal about it. So they're the ones that are ruining Star Wars is because one, you feel bad if you like a movie because, you know, you guys are fucking shitting on the movie and saying, "Oh, it was garbage, it was terrible, you shouldn't like it, it's a piece of..." And if I go in and I enjoy it, I don't feel like a Star Wars fan because the main Star Wars fan base is saying I shouldn't like it, and it's disconnecting the group, and it's just you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
I do want to
it's
say
part of the reason.
I do
like
wanna
you're a part of the
say
fucking
that-
problem. Like just let people like what they like. You don't have to like the movie.
I agree.
I agree.
But if someone else likes it, it's not a big... Like, you can act like you can dislike a movie. And you can outwardly state your opinion that you do not like the movie. And please, by all means, explain why you don't like the movie. But don't call someone else fucking stupid because they have a different opinion than you. Like, a lot of people don't like The Phantom Menace, and that's the worst one. I also agree that it is one of the worst ones. But I also think it has one of the best fight scenes that we've seen. It has one of the best scores that we've seen. I really like it. I think a lot of the movie's fucking stupid, but a lot of
one's
people don't
episode
agree with
3?
me. Like, no, episode 1.
Which one's episode 3?
What?
Which
He's
one's
asking
episode
what's the
3?
name of episode
3 is Revenge of the Sith. 1 is Phantom Menace. As much as I dislike Phantom Menace and think it's a bad story, the ending where Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn are fighting Darth Maul is sick. The score is sick. The music is amazing. I love it. A lot of people don't agree with me. You cannot agree with me, but that doesn't make me stupid or wrong for liking that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't agree that The Rise of Skywalker was an amazing movie. But I don't think people who thought it was an amazing movie are stupid. I think we have a difference in opinion.
So
we
what do
like
you-
different movies, but that doesn't make them wrong.
I
So
agree.
what do you give it as a score out of 10?
As a score out of 10, probably high 6, low 7. I probably right at 6.8. I'd probably give it a 6.8 out of 10. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I would go see it
I
again.
think we're in around the
I would
same
purchase
spot.
it. I would watch it again. I didn't love it. I didn't think it was amazing. I do think it was better. I think there was a step in the right direction, but I liked it.
What are your
It was
thoughts?
it was enjoyable.
What's your ranking, Brent?
I'm really thinking about it, right? Because I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really fun. I loved the final battle. I really did. I thought it was awesome. There's some things I hated about it.
What'd you hate?
We'll
We'll
go
get
into
into it.
we'll go
We'll
into
get
Spoiler. Just go ahead. What'd
No,
you
no,
hate?
not
he's
yet,
gotta
not
rate
yet.
it
We're
first.
ranking it.
Ah,
There's some things I hated in the movie. It was really stupid, but all in all, a really fun movie. And I'm not critical about Star Wars the way I am about like things like Marriage Story or Uncut Gems, or just
I feel like you should be more critical about Star Wars than you would Marriage Story.
not really, because
Pers-
Marriage Story is trying to be like a not an art house film, but just something like more than like a space wizard movie. You know what I mean? Like
Space Wizard.
Like, there's certain things I go into critically and certain things. And like I said before, you can be critical of Star Wars. I'm critical of Star Wars. Star Wars can be really deep sometimes. But it's a thing that if it's not insanely deep, I'm not too upset about it. Like, I'm still having fun with Star Wars. I'm going to like Star Wars. Hi, Snapchat.
I will say.
But
There was one thing that I fucking loved about Star Wars, the new one.
go ahead.
Babu Fink.
Oh, dude.
Babu
Bro,
Fink.
let him rate the movie before we get into the
Fucking
movie.
amazing.
Dude, I will
Let him
say...
rate the movie.
A few months, like a month ago or so, I bought a Star Wars Black Series figure. It was C-3PO and Babu Fink. And I was like, bro, who is this guy? And like, am I just like not knowing Star Wars lore? Because like, I didn't know it was a Rise of Skywalker wave. Because I seriously cannot find a social media account that tells me the waves of Star Wars Black figures. and I hate that.
But yeah, so Brent, get
But-
to your ranking already.
Okay,
We just need out 10.
I do want to say something real quick though.
You've been saying stuff real quick for the
Hold
past
on.
quick minutes.
Real quick though, I know there's a lot of bandwagoning on like hating Star Wars, and I'm not saying most people that hate this movie are bandwagoning, but there definitely is. And I felt like I could have been bandwagoned on Last Jedi because I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it on Netflix later because I think I was grounded because I was still in high school.
I think I was grounded.
I was still in high school when it came out.
I didn't watch The Last Jedi because I was fucking grounded. I'm weak.
So my dad really liked Star Wars. Like he didn't wait for me. So
I was fucking grounded.
I was still in high school when it came out. Shut up.
I forget how young you are.
Okay, so
I 100% took a group of college kids and we went to fucking, what the fuck was it called? Super 8 Theater in Bowling Green at Western to go see it. And while I was watching it at Western Kentucky University, Brett was fucking grounded.
Probably like throwing a fit in his bedroom,
Throwing a
hitting
fucking
his pillow.
He's like, oh, I hate this house.
Why can't I go see Star Wars Last Jedi?
It's the same
I want to
thing.
see Star
It's the
Wars.
same thing because my dad that same year saw the same year saw Black Panther without me because I was grounded.
Dude, honestly, here's the thing. When I have fucking kids, they're not going to get grounded. They can go do whatever the fuck they want.
We'll see.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're probably going to
we'll
get
see.
grounded. I mean, no, that sounds bad. They're going to get grounded. But, like, say Star Wars is out, they're not going to get grounded. But here's what's going to happen. They can't go see it opening night. But I'm going to go see it opening night.
True.
And then I'm going to come up with 4 spoilers. One of them's going to be real, and
Yeah,
3 of them are going to be fake. I'm going to tell it to them. So that way I spoil the movie for them, but I'm not an absolute dick. But they can still have it spoiled online.
True.
Okay.
Brent, back to your rating. We need it out of 10 so we can
I
fucking
just
hop
want
into
to finish
these
what I
damn
was saying real
spoilers.
quick. So I watched Last Jedi.
I want to say what I was...
I watched
Real
Jedi.
quick.
Real quick.
Real quick.
I want
It's
to
only
finish
been
this one thought real
30
quick.
minutes later. Real quick. I need to get to my rating. Real quick.
Okay. So I watched Last Jedi
Wait,
again,
is this going to be quick?
and I still don't like it.
No, it's
So,
real
yeah,
quick. It's real quick.
I don't like Last Jedi. I watched it again, trying to be not bandwagoning. I don't like Last Jedi. I thought it was really dumb. There's some things I like
You
about
don't
it, but I
like...
didn't.
You don't like that Princess Leia can fly and breathe through outer space?
To BH, I didn't hate that, but
What do you mean? It was
Okay,
fucking
Stop.
stupid!
Stop.
I
Stop.
I
Just
didn't hate it,
Get
but
into
the
your
scene was
fucking
kind of
rating.
cringe.
Get into your rating. I'm trying to hop in spoilers, Brent.
I'm trying to
Just, I don't care about your real quick. Get
No,
into a rating,
that's
and then we're
not-
gonna hop into
that's not
spoilers.
what
And
I'm
you can
saying.
keep talking about.
I'm
5
tryna-
seconds. What's your rating?
I'm
5,
I'm trying to
4,
Brent,
past
you're
that,
gonna-
3,
I don't know yet.
2,
Hold on.
1.
You've had-
Okay,
What's
okay.
your rating?
Real
Okay, here's
quick,
my
talk
rating.
about it. Jesus
Here's
Christ.
my rating. Jesus Christ. Fuck. I don't know. I liked the movie, but it was kind of dumb.
Is it between a 1 and a 5?
6.5?
Okay, there you go.
I don't understand.
I was
Brent's
gonna-
I don't
rating
understand
scale.
his ratings because he clearly likes the movies way
More
more,
than
than
we
us.
do.
I was gonna give it
and
a
he
7, but
fucking
like,
drops it down.
a 7 is what I'd give Return of the Jedi, and I don't think Rise of Skywalker is like on
See,
par with
I'm
Return
kind
of
of
the
rating,
Jedi.
but I'm rating
I
the
don't
Star.
understand you, Brent.
When I'm rating the Star Wars movie, I'm rating them kind of like compared to the rest of the Star Wars
Yeah.
movies.
I rate
So a
movies
6
based on
point-
their genre and their
Now,
series.
I'm not even rating this for genre because like Star Wars kind of sits out as its own. So I'm
Yeah.
rating it to the rest of Star Wars. So 6.7 is kind of like on my rest of Star Wars scale.
I don't understand
Like
Brent's
it's not
rating.
the worst one,
Oh,
but I'm
that's
gonna
what I
put
was-
it in the
'cause
middle.
Brent-
That's what I'm about to say.
Hold up. Remember when we saw Frozen 2? Brent was like,
He's like,
amazing,
it's the best-
amazing. I love
best
that.
animated movie
Best
ever.
movie, best
9,
animated movie of all time.
8.7.
He's like, I give it like an 8.7. I'm like, if you give it the best
Oh,
movie
I gotta-
ever,
I gotta
fucking
leave
give it
Brent.
a
I gave it a
10.
gotta
9,
leave-
but I agree it's a 10 now.
I
On
got-
Letterboxd, I put 5 out of 5 stars. I watched it again.
Stop.
I
I don't
that's what
understand.
I had to do. I had
Brent's
to-
like, I really liked it. I liked it more than you guys. 6.5.
I don't
like,
like.
what the
I don't
fuck
like.
is your
Giving,
rating
I don't like
system?
giving things like 10s. But I watched it again. Thought about it for a month. Frozen 2 is a 10. But my thing with Rise of Skywalker is my rating thing. Right? You're so fucking drunk. I hate you.
I'm just listening.
My thing with Rise of Skywalker. Oh, by the way, we're recording this on New Year's Eve. If that wasn't obvious, we didn't say that.
Happy New Year!
That's kind of why we're
It's like
drunk.
3 hours from the year.
Yeah, that's-
I'm not even
that's-
drunk.
that's
It's
what
literally
we're-
you and
100%
Ethan are trash.
We're 100% doing a countdown at the end of the episode.
But
And it's going to count down to nothing because no one's going to listen to it
We're
tonight.
taking a shot at the end of the episode.
Oh, bet. Let me go get a shot.
No. We got the end of the episode. We got plenty. We got like 40 minutes left.
40 minutes, dude.
But we haven't even gotten into spoiler territory because
dude, it's an hour. We are already an hour in.
Brent's whole ass won't fucking put a rating out of 10.
My rating scale.
Dude, we're not going past an hour 30. We have 30
I'm
minutes
just gonna say
max.
this
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. My rating thing is like I rate things based on. I don't think every.
I'm irate too. I know.
I don't think ratings.
I'm irate too.
I don't think ratings should stack up against each other. Just because Trolls got like 7 out of 10
that
doesn't
movie looks
mean,
terrible. I know. Fucking Trolls is trash.
I know it looks awful, but I'm just saying like in general, just because Trolls got like 8 out of 10 doesn't mean it's better than Star Wars that got 7 out of 10. You know, like they're on genres.
No, I agreed. But then how?
I rate but I'm rating Rise of Skywalker right now in terms of Star Wars, and I think I would give Return of the Jedi a 7 out of 10. I don't think Rise of Skywalker is better than Return of the Jedi. That's why I'm giving it a 6.5.
Okay,
because I think it's really good, but it's not better than Return of the Jedi.
I respect that. Okay, hopping into spoiler territory.
Spoilers.
If you don't want to hear spoilers about Star Wars, even though it's been out for 2 weeks, please pause the podcast, follow our social medias, do what you gotta do, hit the follow button, subscribe, like,
We love you.
hit the alerts. Noties, whatever you want to do.
Right,
Patreon if you want. Dude, we totally forgot to shout out the Patreons. The usual.
Shout out patrons.
Mr. Anonymous, we love you.
Shout out
you,
Josh. Josh, I was actually with Josh today. He was like, dude, when are you doing another episode? And I was like, tonight. And I was like, it'll be up this week, 100%. We're going to do it weekly. We're going to be up and good. We're going to be running. We're good. We're back on the grind.
Back on the grind.
Back in the
stew.
Back in the stew.
Gang. Back in the stew.
Gang.
January 31st when I move in, guys. New studio.
I was gonna say it might be a little rough in January. Might be a
We'll be able
little
to
rough
get
in January.
We'll be able to get them out.
We should be able to get them out, but like once
Brent
moves out,
at least 3 episodes in January, if not 4.
episodes? Yeah.
But
And then
Darren, of course.
I snap
Been
Darren
here
every
since
day.
day one.
Darren every day.
Literally day one, the day we made the
Yeah,
Patreon.
that's pretty
Darren
sick.
Dan was like, I'm
pretty
on
sick.
this shit. He
pretty
fucking
sick.
get it. So appreciate that.
B Rent recently wrote a song to one of Darren's beats.
You can't be rent if B Rent's not a Patreon.
No, I'm just saying, B Rent wrote a song to one of Darren's beats, and Darren was really cool about it. Darren was
Is this
like,
a hype up to B Rent or a hype up to Darren?
Both.
No, B Rent doesn't get hype.
Is Darren the new Metro Boomin?
B Rent might
He's
be a
Metro
Patreon.
Boomin.
If Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. And then like goes crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So is that Metro?
Yeah, that's Metro. It's just a beat. He's a producer.
Okay, gotcha.
Just like the biggest producer right now.
If young Metro don't trust you, he gonna shoot you.
Yes, that
And then the big
yeah.
or how the fuck he goes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's like his
That's his thing.
His tag to all his songs. Well, that's one of his tags.
Brent, what's your tag? Do you have any
Shout
tags?
out to Clay from We Are Soul TV. I told him about this podcast, and he's gonna listen when it comes out.
He's gonna listen,
fuck
and
is
you're
Clay?
giving him a shout
He
out.
really likes Star Wars.
Who the
All
fuck
right,
is
well,
Clay?
I mean, I guess if we're just shouting out
We're
people who are
shouting out
gonna
people.
listen, shout out to my dad. What's up, Dad? Who the fuck else said they were gonna listen? I don't know. Probably.
Shout out to Mark Hamill.
Shout out to Mark Hamill.
Fucking-
Mark Hamill.
Mark
100%.
Hamill, can we get him on the podcast? Dude, he replies to everyone on Twitter.
That's true. He does.
Bro, I'm about.
Dude, add him
Adam right now.
on the podcast
Add him right
now.
now. See if we can get a response before the pod's over.
Bro,
100%.
I got you, dog. I got you.
200%.
Add him right now.
Mid-pod.
Be
Right
like,
now.
Hey, we're talking about
Mid-pod.
Star Wars right now.
Who
on the
else
podcast.
listens
What
to
can
this
you say?
consistently that we could shout out? Then I guess since we're doing
Literally
this.
say that right now. We're talking
I'm
about.
working on it.
Be like at Mark Hamill.
At Tabitha. Tabitha's
we're talking about
listens
Star
to
Wars
this.
on that podcast right now. What
Tabitha's
do you
my
want to
favorite
say?
person.
Dude, Tabitha
Tabitha-
100%
Tabitha's
is the
taken both your spots.
the
She's my favorite person.
chillest
I
person
hate
when
you,
it comes
sir.
to the podcast.
sorry.
You're my favorite person.
Tabitha, we were 100% making her a shirt that says
We
number
100%
one.
are.
100%. So what's it gonna say?
Number one.
Or Uncultured Opinions biggest fan.
Yeah.
She 100% is the biggest fan. Absolutely, she gets a
I
free
will
T-shirt.
pay $30 to have Streamlabs make me a shirt right now.
It doesn't need to be $30 T-shirt.
Well, I'm just saying, like I'm gonna do through Streamlabs, so we get it now. And
Okay,
it's like a
we'll do
$23
it. We'll
shirt.
do it. We'll do it. It'll be done. She's getting
I'm
a
also
T-shirt.
gonna make me a prototype Uncultured Opinion shirt through Streamlabs.
Brent, since you didn't get us anything for Christmas, you can get me and Sam T-shirts.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. That'd be too expensive.
No, it's okay. It's like $23.
Okay, that's not that
Buy
bad.
an Uncultured Opinion shirt with my logo.
What's
So
your
I had-
logo?
The ticket. So I have one with my logo and then the new logo we're getting.
Okay. That's cool.
And I'm
That's
making
what's
me a
up.
coffee mug with my logo.
Well, hold up. If I had to pick between a T-shirt and a coffee mug, I'd probably rather have a coffee mug.
I'll think about it.
I drink out of coffee mugs more than
Are
I
you
drink out
adding
of
Mark
shirts.
Hamill?
Yeah,
So,
what should we ask him?
hey, real quick, Mark Hamill, we are filming some.
That's what I said.
We are filming
What
a
do we
pod.
want to ask the man?
We are recording a podcast about the new Star Wars film. Any comments you would like to make on the subject, we would appreciate it. We love you. We love what you're doing.
We have to go for at least an hour so Mark Hamill can respond.
Yeah, if not, he's gonna be on the next one. For one though, real shit. Like, tell him what. Cut to about an hour in, Mark Hamill.
I'm telling him he's the GOAT of Skywalkers.
Dude, 100%. He's the go to
That's what I
Skywalkers.
said.
Yeah, so say, what do you have to say, and then you're also the go to Skywalker.
That's what I said. I said, we're recording a podcast about Rise of Skywalker. Any comments would be loved. You're the GOAT of Skywalkers.
Dude, I love Mark Hamill. He's what's up. So
And
if
then
you
he
wanna...
replies to everyone on Twitter. Mark, like, there's so many people that are like, man, if Mark Hamill replied to this, I would like nut my pants. And like he replies.
Is that what you this
If
weekend
he
in
straight up
Chicago?
replied, I would nut.
Yeah,
I would probably nut mid-podcast.
dude. Kraft Mac and Cheese didn't respond to my thing on our. I tried to get them to sponsor us on our account, and they didn't.
Oh,
It's kind of sad. It's
Yeah,
kind of sad.
I said, hey, could you like we talk about you every episode? Could you sponsor us?
What'd they say? No?
They didn't reply,
That is
but they
sad.
replied to my personal account
Yeah.
like in
personal
like
account's
3
better.
minutes.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
It's probably just
My
all
personal
about-
account has 69 followers, and I'm kind of okay with that.
Yeah, don't change it.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't get it.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you don't get 69.
That was a good roast, Brent. That was a really fucking good
I'm
roast.
about
You
to
got
go.
him.
I'm about to go in on Brad, dude. Brad doesn't even want me to roast him, dude.
Yeah, let's go in on after
that'd be,
the podcast.
That'd be the end of Brent's life right there.
Dude, after the podcast, 100% we're going to play Astro Bears.
Oh, damn. Drunk
Dude,
Astro Bears?
Dude, drunk Astro
I'm almost done with this TBA.
Sam, do you know what Astro Bears is?
Wait, no, you're not. You have half that thing left.
No, I
You're not
have
almost
less
done.
than half. That's like 3/4.
I'm almost done. There's like half left.
That's 3/4 down. That's literally
Feel that
3/4 down.
Alright, Sam, Sam, you're also twice my size. Not twice.
Fuck you, Ethan.
It's like, that's not twice. I didn't mean for that to sound rude. I just meant you're bigger than me. But that came off rude. You're definitely not twice my size. Brett might be twice my size.
Okay, jumping in the spoiler territory. You know we already jumped in. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna go all the way to the end of the movie.
Ray and fucking Kylo kissed, and it was,
That was
100%
stupid.
unnecessary.
Literally, the last 15 minutes of the movie, trash. The previous 2 hours and 15 minutes, previous hour and 15 minutes, hour before that, pretty good, really good.
So you're going backwards?
Yeah, I'm going from the end. The last 15 minutes was just like fan pleasing, setting up for next Star Wars movies if they
How
want it.
many?
I think the only thing in the last 15 minutes was the kiss.
The last 15 minutes
That
was
was all
how many fucking
kiss-
references can we put in this
The
fucking
kiss
movie?
the kiss was pointless.
last was.
The thing with the kiss being stupid is the fact that like
We gained
one-
nothing from it.
for one, the
Nothing
kiss
was gained.
the kiss. I'm okay.
Nothing.
I'm okay with the kiss if they did
don't feel
it completely
my body.
different. The thing with the kiss is like in the first two movies of the new in the sequels.
Brent said?
No.
Brent said, I can't feel my body.
Okay.
And he's had half a spirit off.
I'm so light right now.
But
I'm
Either
so
way.
like,
but the kiss is
I'm
just
new to
like
being 21. Shut up.
they set up like in the first two sequels. There's kind of like some sexual tension between Kylo and Rey.
I
And, like,
disagree. I feel
No,
like
you kind of get it in the first. I understand because like I kind of got it. You get it
I
in the
just want to
first
say
two
real
sequels.
quick, and I swear it's real quick. I don't think it's like a sexual tension. I feel like they're like, if anything, it's like a brother sister bond. I feel like it's a bond. That's why I'm so mad they
why
screwed
would
it
you
up
say
with a
it's
kiss.
a brother and sister bond when they...
That's why I'm mad they kissed because
But
I never
no,
thought it
but
was
like,
okay.
No, they
I
built.
never
it.
thought it was a lover's bond.
See, my thing is in the first two movies.
I
they
thought
built
she
it-
was gonna be a Skywalker, so it would be like a brother sister thing. You
In
know?
the first two movies, they kind of built it up to where like it could be like a lover relationship, but in this last one, there's nothing there. Like there's nothing there that's like in this
the
last
last
one.
15 minutes.
This last one, it's very brother sisterly, if anything, and it's not even really that. Like there's really not like a good sexual tension at all between
They have
them.
such a bond throughout the trilogy, but I never thought it was a lover's
And then
bond.
then they get to the end of the
Why
movie.
do you have a package opener?
You get to the end of the movie, and like they kiss, and then he dies. So like the kiss was stupid. It wasn't needed.
Awful decision.
And then him dying right afterwards is even worse because like, what's the kiss do? Like the kiss is so dumb, so pointless. Didn't need to happen. And then the last 15 minutes, it's just so stupid. Like the thing with Lando and the one chick from whatever, like the
Black chick.
the stormtrooper black chick, but like he's like,
Was she not a Mandalorian?
no, she's a stormtrooper.
No, where the fuck did you get?
She's
she was
like,
a Mandalorian
she's like,
from?
where? He's like, where are you from? And she's like, I don't
I
know.
don't
know.
That
And
chick.
then
I
he's
thought you were
like-
talking
and
about
he's
the other-
like-
I thought you
he's
were talking
like-
about the
He's
other
like,
chick.
let's find out.
He's
And
like,
I'm like,
do you
what?
want to find out?
You're talking about, yeah,
What
you're
the
talking about
fuck is that?
Jana. I thought you were talking about the chick that Poe knew.
Dude. So then, like, I don't know. I have split feelings because, like, Poe came out and said that, like, he was upset that they didn't pursue a Finn and Poe relationship. But then they went, like, the complete opposite direction and pursued, like, a Poe and that chick relationship. But also, like, I don't really understand.
Finn and Poe
feel like they
relationship
dropped
wouldn't have been as good. I don't even care about the gay aspect. I just don't feel like they built it up.
I agree.
At
They
all.
didn't do anything in the first two movies to build it up. So why? all
If
of a
they
sudden
built
do
it up,
in this
I'd be
one?
okay with it. Like
I'm
it'd be a good
the
ship
thing
if they
I'm
built
kind
it
of
up.
upset about, like in this movie, like relationship wise, I think that's probably one of my biggest concerns, biggest like critiques is the Kylo Rey relationship is really poor in this movie, and then they kiss at the end. That's pointless.
Yeah,
And then like you have Finn and Rose, right? That's her name.
yeah.
Like they had a thing in the Last Jedi, right?
Mhm.
And then like this movie, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's like JJ.
Like,
Like
this movie, they're just
everyone
like
hated Rose, and JJ was like, "Okay, 2 minute screen time."
this movie. They just like ignored.
Actually, she had fucking 97 seconds.
Yeah.
This movie, they just
Actually,
like,
no. I think it was 57 seconds.
No, it was like 9. It was more. It was like a minute and a half.
Yeah,
at
she had like a
at
minute and a
least.
half.
which is
minute-
super annoying. They
minute
just
and a
like
half at
ignored.
least.
They just like ignored Rose in this movie. Like, why build this man up with like a relationship with Rose and then ignore it? But then
Yeah,
like they
where
almost
was that? He had a relationship with like Jenna.
yeah, and
like,
then like
Jenna
they tried
as
to build
something, and then, like-
that up, and I'm like, I get like the
Did they break up? Like they never say
yeah,
that.
like that's the whole thing. Like, I'm
What
like
do you mean break
you
up? They were
spent-
never together.
they
they kiss. What do you mean? They were definitely a thing.
They both thought they were gonna fucking die.
So they still
So
have
they
a
were like,
thing,
"Mwah!"
they still have a thing for each
Don't
other.
kiss them, Mike.
Like it's still a thing for each other.
I'm sorry.
Like they still have a
Yeah,
good
the
relationship
fucking
there.
Bro,
That's
I
like
have no
been,
control over my body.
they still have a relationship that's been built up like past movies, and then all of a sudden they're just like ignored it in this last one. That's probably one of my biggest critiques about the movie is they like completely just ignored all previous relationships,
yeah,
which is kind of stupid.
I agree.
Which like I don't know.
Just because I like the movie doesn't mean like I don't hate.
They
like,
definitely
there's some
dropped the ball.
I may like the movie, but there's some things I hated. There were some awful decisions in this movie.
Like what? Name one bad decision.
Okay, the first thing I have to say, I don't envy their job on this. And I can't say they did an awful job. It's the only thing they had to work with. But the Leia thing, it was just bad.
What Leia?
They
thing?
had it. They reused old footage from like Force Awakens and all that. Like they reused some Carrie
didn't know
Fisher
that.
footage.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, maybe I hated it because I knew it.
I didn't know that.
Like maybe if I didn't know it, I wouldn't feel like it was weird.
what
But
footage was
it felt
reused?
so disjointed.
What footage?
I did not hate it. I think it's because you knew it.
What
I-
footage
That's what I'm saying.
What
It's
was
maybe because I
reused?
knew it,
What
but
was
it-
reused?
Like,
Every footage, everything in that movie was reused footage from like the stuff they didn't use from the other movies. They said they had leftover footage from other movies that they used for Carrie Fisher. I think they should have killed her off. Or,
It didn't feel like-
Or should have killed her off in number 7.
Exactly. They should
Like, how do you not? She's literally
They
dead as an
shoulda killed her
actress.
off
Why would you not just kill her off?
They should have at least killed her off in episode 8. Like they want to be respectful and not use CGI, but if you're gonna be respectful, like kill her off. Like I'm sorry, and like I don't pity their job, and I do respect that they didn't do CGI to respect her. But if you're gonna respect her, she should have been killed off. Like the beginning of episode 9, if they didn't do it in episode 8, the beginning of episode 9 should have been killing her off. Like there's so many times where
They could have killed
the
her off.
characters around her had to tell us what she was feeling.
Yeah.
Like I said, Ethan's right. It was probably because I knew that
think it's
that's the
'cause you knew
case.
it.
Exactly. It's
Hang
probably
on,
because I knew.
let me.
But-
I think it's because you knew. Because like I knew that obviously that's recycled footage, but like to me, like even though I actively knew the fucking stance he has, the action figure of Tracer is just fucking ridiculous.
I hate that.
But anyway,
Why did I
so like
buy it?
obviously like I knew that the footage of Carrie Fisher was recycled.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
she's
it
not
didn't.
alive?
It didn't feel recycled. You know what I mean?
Is she dead?
Like it didn't look out of place to me.
Is she dead?
It didn't look out of place to me.
Is she dead?
Yeah, she died.
Harpy.
All right, rest in peace. Actually, 100% though, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
Well,
Her daughter was featured in this.
Your light was like that.
Yeah. Her daughter.
Guys, can you guys need to learn how to drink alcohol?
Her daughter was featured in the movie, and it was really sweet. It was
That
really
is really
sweet
cute.
sentiment. I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the movie, where she's like, General Organa, we have news from something. I don't know what the fuck she says, but that girl,
Yeah.
that's Carrie Fisher's daughter,
That's sweet.
which is really cool, really cool. To me, it didn't feel like it was forced that they tried to put her. I wish they would. I agree with you. I think she should have been killed off earlier. It's kind of weird to have her in
I
her,
just
even though
think-
she passed
and
away.
the way they killed her
but
off
it didn't
is so
feel
stupid.
forced. It did not feel forced to me.
I didn't say it felt forced. It just felt awkward.
It didn't feel
Like,
forced. I think they could have killed her off better.
Characters had to tell us what she was feeling. It's like she would walk away and someone would be like, "Yeah, General Leia is gonna go do this right now."
Yeah, I know exactly what part you're talking
They
about. too.
wrote dialogue around the footage she had.
Yeah.
Like there was footage of her saying, like,
going to,
trust
like-
never underestimate a droid. So they wrote Daisy Ridley to say something about a droid, and obviously that's how you do footage. But it's just
I don't think so. I
weird.
think you're
They had
thinking
to-
way too into it.
I don't think so because it feels like when you watch it. Jesus
it
Christ.
looks really funny.
You're thinking way too into it, Brent.
That's
Ethan, you're literally gonna fuck up all the audio if you keep doing that.
God.
Stop.
My apologies.
Stop.
Get away from the mic.
But seriously, I think you're thinking way too into it.
I don't
I
know.
think you're
It's just
thinking a little
knowing
more
it just
into
feels
it.
like
You're thinking a little too into it because like I don't think anybody would have actually caught that. But I think my biggest thing is just like I don't even know if it was forced. I feel like they could have killed her in a better way. I was fine with how they did it. Like it was
I own
kind of
this.
forced, but like
Honestly, though, the only thing I think of is I think the way that they did kill her off in this movie was the most respectful way to kill her, being as she is already passed. You know what I mean?
yeah.
yeah, I agree.
It's 3
It's
movies
hard
too
to do a
late.
violent death on someone who's died already
I do like how
because
she,
it's weird. You know what I mean?
yeah, I do like, how she
they
did
had to do it
pass-
in a respectful way. So I feel like them having her like just
Yeah.
pass away through the Force is the most respectful way they could have done it
agree.
to Carrie Fisher's
agree.
And I see
to Carrie Fisher herself.
I see people.
So I
complaining-
understand that. Like I wish they would have just kind of done it in the last movie because she had passed away during the
I
last
think the
movie.
biggest thing I'm
But
annoyed by
the way she did it, it makes sense to me because it was a respectful way. It's a way that wasn't going to offend anybody, especially her family. Especially when you're using a deep fake
yeah.
on someone who has already passed. That's going to be hard on the family to see.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I like the way they
so
did
them
the
seeing
passing.
her die, like I feel like them seeing her die a violent death, even though they
That'd be
obviously
rough.
know
I
it's a
agree.
movie, would be a lot more rough.
That'd be
and
rough.
it's kind of
Yeah,
it's
you don't even see-
disrespectful.
you don't
No,
even see
I'm
her
fine with the
die.
way.
There's just, like,
I
a
don't mind
blanket
the
on
way
it.
she died.
Yeah, it's I think it would be disrespectful to do it in a different way. So although I think it should have been done, it could have been done a little different. I still think they did it in a really respectful way, in order to honor her and the family.
No,
in a
I
way.
don't mind
So, like,
the way
I
she
understand
died.
why they did
I think
it
the
that way.
biggest thing I have with like, and like you kind of say, like the fact that it's directed by different people, is like, we don't find out that Leia trained to be a Jedi until this movie, right?
Yeah.
Which like that to me is just like
That's
That's
crazy.
not necessarily
that's super-
true.
that's kind of forced though.
It's
and
not
that-
necessarily
but
like we know
my
that
thing with
it's
the
canon.
I don't know it's
It's
forced.
canon
No,
that
I
she's.
think the big
It's
reason
just not brought up in movies prior.
makes
But that's the
but we
thing.
do
But see,
know
my
that.
thing is,
Sense,
you
in
say,
my
okay,
opinion.
my thing is, you say it's canon, so like that's gonna please the super Star Wars fans.
Yeah,
but like
I
the
agree.
people that aren't super Star Wars that have only watched the movies, people don't know that Leia was a Jedi.
Yes.
So like, and it's never been mentioned in the movie. And then like, when Last Jedi came out and she flies through. She flies through space.
Why would I want the game fuel right now?
She flies through space. Like, that's obviously her using the Force.
Yeah.
So then you're like, oh, wow, Leia has the Force. Which, like, and it
Obviously, she's Force sensitive.
and she's she's Force sensitive. But that's a pretty big forceful move to be flying through space. And then, like, this movie it just seems like a... It just...
finished it.
It just seems like a, It just seems like a cop-out for, like... A cop-out and, like, just, like, almost kind of forced. Like... Hey, she also trained to be a full-on Jedi when we were
That feels so
like
weird
after
right
the 6
now.
movies. So it's like I don't know. It just seems kind of.
I'm so out of it.
I just feel like a lot of what they did was kind of forced. I don't know.
I agree.
They did, and then they did my biggest pet peeve, which I think for me is probably the biggest reason that the movie kind of goes down. Is like my biggest pet peeve is, and like people defend it because like I've talked to my friends about it. Like you guys, is when you have like the all-powerful villain.
Yeah, I
And then
know.
all
I
of
know
a
that's your
sudden-
biggest pet peeve.
And then all of a sudden they die by someone. And then people are like, well, she's his granddaughter,
you're
so
talking
she's
about
just as
Palpatine?
powerful.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, but it's also Palpatine.
Also, spoiler:
Like-
Palpatine's fucking back and bigger than ever.
Well, think about it. Luke killed Palpatine in like 2 seconds.
Did he?
Yeah.
Because Palpatine's alive.
Yeah, but he was like, ah, and Palpatine was like, ah.
How was he go? How'd he go?
Oh, wait, wasn't
you
it
know
Darth
that-
Vader that killed Palpatine? I don't
He
know.
just
but
threw him down
Darth
the hole. He didn't
Vader
do
threw-
anything.
Darth Vader threw Palpatine down the fucking.
He literally just,
Yeah, and, like,
he
he
literally
just
lifted him
he
over
literally
his
just
head.
picked him up and threw him down the hole. He literally just picked him up and threw him down the hole.
Didn't he say in this movie, I've died many times or something like
No,
that?
it's the same quote from Revenge of the Sith. He's like, the dark side of the Force can like do some crazy things along with like.
Also,
cheat
I really
death.
did like that in the
Like,
movie we
cheating
hear
death is one of, like, the
Palpatine go,
crazy things.
"Do it."
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I really like that.
But it was
Do
like-
it.
But like my biggest thing is like
I really wanted to hear Palpatine say, "I am the Senate."
But like
I really
everyone
wanted to hear that,
knows,
and I didn't.
everyone knows like Palpatine is the strongest person to
I just don't
ever
think it's a
have the
big thing
Force.
to say that Palpatine got killed because his whole thing to Rey was kill me so you can be a Sith. Like that was her.
Yeah,
that was his whole
but-
thing. If he was hard to kill, how would he just open himself for Rey to kill him to be a Sith?
But he's hard to kill when he's not trying to be killed. Like he's not.
Who's trying to be killed though?
But he was. That's what his thing was like. He was about to sacrifice himself.
Oh, is he just like
He
when
was
he's
about
not
to
trying to be
sacrifice
killed,
himself
is he
so
just
Rey
like-
could become the Sith and become the.
Is
whatever,
he just
the
adding
person of
defense
the
points
First
to
Order.
himself or something? Is that what he's doing?
No,
like,
so
how
his
does
whole
that make
thing,
him harder to
his
kill?
whole thing before he knew Rey was, on the light side, fucking a good Jedi. He was like, kill me, and then like that would mean she's a Sith, and then like, kill me, and take my powers as a Sith, and then like take over the throne, so like the Palpatine bloodline can like be the Sith and the leaders, like the. And but then like she's like I don't. And then like at some point he realizes that she's not going to do that, so he's trying to kill them. And we're talking about Palpatine with literally the whole. And like that's the whole thing. People are like, "Well, Rey had all the Jedi behind her." Yeah, but Palpatine had all the Sith behind him. Like that's how the Force works.
Yeah, but did he?
Yes, he did. He literally says it.
Thank you for the executor.
He literally says. He says at some point that like the Sith
Don't
are in.
stab it.
But like he has all the Sith, so it's like you're literally talking about the
Whoa,
Sith,
Ethan.
the Sith versus the
Put the
Jedi,
knife down.
the Sith versus the Jedi.
Yeah.
The only people the Jedi literally have is maybe Anakin, if you're gonna count him as being a Jedi because he turned good at the very end.
Yeah.
But like that's the only person that's strong in the Jedi. Like Palpatine could take all of them, and like my biggest complaint is like. It's literally Palpatine versus Kylo and Rey, and he just fucks him up. Like, he's literally not even, like, full-on Palpatine power. Like, he's sitting in the fucking robot thing and just, like, throws them back and, like, brings them to their knees.
Yeah, he
and then,
just uses
and
his
then-
force, and he's like,
And then sucks...
"Fuck off!"
Like,
And
literally
he's like-
sucks the life force out of him to recharge himself to, like, get himself, like, off of robot life support. So, like...
robot life support.
You're telling me that Palpatine...
125.
You're telling me that Palpatine...
120.
You're telling me that he could do that... You could tell me he could do that while he's on life support. He could take down a Skywalker and a Palpatine. He could take both of them down.
Because Rey's a little bitch
while he's on life
seriously
support,
forget that
and suck
Kylo Ren's a Skywalker
and
sometimes.
suck the life support and suck the life force out of them, and then come back and won, and he couldn't win a 1v1 versus his granddaughter. Like that just to me just seems super inaccurate.
But like also he's old as fuck.
He's also the strongest person ever. He's
like 300 years old, human.
Yeah. He's
obviously gonna be weak as fuck.
I want to say,
but he's not weak as fuck. He just literally recharged his whole entire self. That's the thing. He literally recharged himself.
Let me say something. Okay, I see a lot of people complaining about Rey's skill level. She's suddenly powerful. I don't see it as that big of a deal.
I do.
Like, she's been training
for a year.
Yeah, I've seen. Like, Luke was able to do a lot of stuff with the Force after, like, a little bit. Now, I will say, the Force healing, kind of dumb.
No.
Right?
I was fine with that.
No, that makes sense to me.
The Force healing was kind of dumb.
No, you're kind of dumb.
No,
actually, disregard. You're really fucking dumb.
Listen here, little bitch. Okay?
Brett is officially drunk.
I'm so fucking
officially drunk.
Brett just fucking pointed at me and said, like, drunk pointed at me. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Where, your hand goes up, but your arm goes up, but your hand goes...
Shut the fuck up, you bitch.
Where your hand goes up, but where your arm goes up and your hand goes limp. And he pointed at me, he said, shut the fuck up, you little bitch.
I'm so drunk. I'm being honest. I can't focus on it. Okay.
Anyway, what the fuck were you trying to say?
Okay, so the Force healing thing, right? It was kind of dumb. When she did it on the snake, I was like, okay, that's fine. When she did it on Kylo Ren when he was about to die, that's when me and Ryan both laughed, like, in the theater. Like, and the kid next to me was looking at me because I laughed. It was dumb when she healed Kylo Ren from, like, dying.
Oh, yeah, when she, like,
I didn't understand that. She's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch.
Yeah, I understand.
And she's like, fuck.
I understand. I understand Force healing, giving some energy from yourself to you, from yourself to them. It didn't feel like she suffered. Like, she healed him from dying. Ethan, I hate that hand. Like, she healed himself. She healed him from literally dying, right? She should have been wounded, right? That should have took a lot of her force to heal him.
You don't know how that works.
But he's dying.
No, you don't know he's dead either. That wasn't necessarily a dead.
Yeah, but Kylo Ren used all of his energy to heal her and died.
No, I see what you're saying. I think it's stupid.
Yeah, but she was also fucking attacked by Palpatine.
No, but she was fine because she just reflected the whole entire lightning with her.
Yeah, but Ben healed her from dying and he died.
Yeah, I just
why didn't Rey feel so... I didn't say
Ben
she had
was
to die,
weak.
but she should have been like, that kind of hurts me a little
then
bit.
she just ran away and flew away. I know. I see exactly what you're saying. Because, like, my biggest thing with that, too, is, like, that whole fight... Like,
I
she
don't
literally
think Force
just...
healing comes out of nowhere.
She
like,
just
I think
loses her energy in that fight, too. Like, she's just, like... Loses all her energy in that fight, and then he's just like fucking her up, and then Carrie's like, Ben, he's like, let me just drop my lightsaber.
Yeah.
Let me just drop my lightsaber while my mom's talking to me, and then I die. I'm like, no fucking shit. Like, what the hell is that? Like, that's so forced. I don't know. It's just so fucking.
I just think that, like, listen, right? The whole Rey thing.
Okay.
What was it?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
Like
Jesus Christ, Brent.
Said the whole Rey thing.
The whole Rey thing.
Okay.
6-minute pause.
listen for a second.
Drunk
right?
brain work.
Okay. So, the whole Rey thing, right? When she's like, yo, I'm gonna heal you. Wait, what did you say previously? Because I was gonna rebut that.
I don't know. What did I say?
I don't know. Okay, I just didn't like the whole force healing. I'm okay with force healing being a power. I see a lot of people being upset about it. Force healing makes sense. If you're putting your energy into somebody else,
It should take a lot of energy out of you.
okay, yeah, that's fine. Because force is stupid and it's already a fantasy thing. So how are you gonna say? How are you gonna say in a fantasy universe this doesn't make sense? It's already fantasy. I don't know what Ethan's
He's
doing.
going to pee.
Okay.
Yeah.
It already makes sense. Like, it's already fantasy. So why is it a thing? My thing with it is, I don't think they portrayed it well. Because she should have been... I'm not saying she had to die, but she should have been... She just ran off into
more
a shit.
drained than she was.
Exactly.
I see what you're saying, because she got
Exactly.
super drained and died.
But the snake...
He also took
but
a
the snake,
worse
okay,
blow.
fine. The snake had
The
a
snake
minor...
was fine.
The
snake
snake
was
had a
fine.
minor injury.
Yeah. I think, going back to, like, the whole snake thing, too, is, like... I don't know. The thing with, like, I think people are kind of bothered by this whole trilogy is the fact that, like, things are happening too quick. And, like, it's the same thing with, like, that whole dagger, like, when they were going for the Sith piece or whatever. It's, like, she's literally reading the book from Luke. And, like, Luke had been looking for, I don't know what that piece was called, but, like, the Sith Path Wayfinder? Yeah, the Sith Wayfinder. So, like, and, like, Luke had tried to find it. But then, like, all of a sudden, she goes and they find it within, like, a couple of days. So, like, that's my biggest thing. Like, Luke, you're talking about, like, Luke's been looking for it and, like, done a lot of research and can't find the Sith Wayfinder. And then she and a group of people go and they find the Wayfinder and everything within, like, a week of time.
Yeah.
So, it's like, I don't know. It just seems
dumb,
like...
But then again, like, Kylo already had it, you know?
Yeah, but they found the other one, too. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, they found the one that Luke was looking for.
But is it really that hard to be like, hey, it's on the Death Star, guys? It's literally on the
but Luke
Death
couldn't do
Star.
it. Luke had been doing it. Like, what else would Luke be doing while he's on the fucking planet? Like, he's been looking for shit.
Yeah.
So, like...
But who's to say Luke really put his time into it?
He has a whole fucking... He has a whole journal about it.
Where's that other drink that Sam got for me?
Get that Smirnoff out for him. Yeah, get that black cherry Smirnoff out for him. He's ready for it. He'll like that one, too. He might like that one better than this one, to be honest.
I'm kind of drunk.
But we probably should start wrapping this up.
No, I'm okay. There's a lot of things I could say about
it's pretty long in,
Star
but
Wars.
like we can keep talking about it. But we're pretty long in, just so you know.
Yeah, it's okay. I could say a lot about Star Wars. It's Kobe.
Kobe. Sorry if the mic's kind of messed up. We got Kobe in here.
Kobe, come on.
Kobe's
Blair
in
might be
here.
making a lot of noises out there.
Kobe's wearing a sweater.
It's Christmas sweater season.
He's cute.
Kobe, come on. Here. Here's this.
It's a twist off, dude. If you can't twist that off, then... Oh,
Thanks,
that looks cold, dude.
Ethan.
Oh, hey, can you grab those out of the put them out of the freezer?
Oh, yeah.
Bring me one, but take the rest out of the freezer. Try it, Brent.
Okay.
I don't know how it is.
gonna
I've
be
never had that one.
gross.
No, it's gonna be really good, actually. You're gonna really like it. Or is it
Yeah,
bad?
it doesn't taste like alcohol.
Let me
I could
see.
drink it.
Let me see.
Hey, Kobe. What a cute dog.
Cool. Yeah, that one's sweet. That one's really good, though.
Whoa.
Thank you, sir. I love how you guys are super drunk and I'm just over here chilling.
Yeah.
It's time to wrap it up.
Like,
though.
I'm moving
I think
so
we
much.
should wrap it up. I'm
We're
trying
at
to eat.
an
I
hour.
don't know. I want to talk about Star
What do you
Wars.
want to talk
for a
about,
little
Brent?
bit.
What are you
We're at
talking
an
about,
hour
Brent?
and a half. We're at an
What do you
No,
want to
it's
talk about,
okay.
Brent?
We can go on.
Brent, what do you want to
No.
talk about?
We're at an hour and a half.
Brent, what do
It's
you
time to.
Brent, what do you
It's
want to
time
talk
to
about?
break it up.
Brent, what does Brent want to
It's
talk about?
time to break it up.
Okay. So the whole Palpatine thing, right? What did you guys feel about her being a Palpatine?
I didn't mind it. I wish they would have done it a little differently. But honestly, like, I think it has to be the case for it to make sense. I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
She couldn't necessarily be a Skywalker because
Yeah.
Luke never had a kid.
yeah, she shouldn't be a Skywalker, and everyone's like, who the shit's Palpatine? I'm like, okay, well, you literally only see Palpatine when he's super old, and she's his granddaughter. So like, so like Palpatine probably wasn't always super ugly, and like before he got electrocuted, he wasn't like the
He's also a
ugliest
bad
thing.
guy, so he definitely probably
I mean, you
wasn't
can also
on their
just,
own
like-
accord.
You can also just be
Yeah.
like,
I don't want to say the word, but it's like Palpatine could have gotten anything he wanted.
yeah. 'cause
Well,
you
also
can,
here's the
you
thing.
can
That's what happened to
influence people with the Force.
That's what happened to Anakin. Anakin
what, with
was
Padme.
yeah.
He just
No,
he just,
Padme was Anakin's love interest. not his mother.
Oh, you're saying okay, I see what you're saying.
Anakin.
Yeah.
They don't know where he came from. Anakin does not have a father. He has a mother. She just kind of got pregnant. Same thing with Jesus. You can
Are you
use
saying Anakin is Anakin
Anakin is
Jesus?
I'm not saying Anakin's Jesus. I'm saying the Force can be used
That's a hot take. Dude.
impregnate someone.
That's a
Bro,
hot
I want to
take.
say, Darth Vader's lightsaber is the coolest lightsaber
I must have the Force
of
then.
all time.
You
because
mean Kylo's?
no, Anakin.
The
Anakin's
red one?
lightsaber. Darth Vader's lightsaber. It's so cool.
Kylo's
Like-
lightsaber is the coolest lightsaber.
Dude, Dan from Lear Soul TV, right? He was talking to me. He's like, man, that's so basic. And I'm like, dude.
Stop hitting the mic.
Yeah, stop hitting the mic. He was like, that's basic. But Darth Vader's lightsaber is literally the coolest lightsaber. And I'm going to buy an actual replica of it that lights up and does sounds and stuff because it's so cool. I have so many. The only lightsabers I've ever owned are Darth Vader's lightsaber.
I think
and it's so cool.
Evil Ray's Dark Side Ray's lightsaber.
Okay, that
It's
lightsaber
fucking
is...
sick.
That lightsaber is really cool. Are we going to take
That would
Cobes
be
out of here?
one of the
or-
sickest things. Ethan, take your dog out.
Oh, well,
I do need to use the bathroom. Don't end the podcast on me.
Okay.
I have a lot to talk about.
Brent has a lot to talk about, so we're gonna end the podcast before
no,
we
let's
get
not
there.
do that.
Brent's about to rip out all these cords while he's going
I
to the
don't know
bathroom.
if I can.
Brent's 100% not making it to the bathroom.
Get over-
And thank you for listening. End of the podcast because Brent just ripped out all the cords. Oh, nope, he made it. He made it. Might have heard some mic shaking. Ethan, just move to the middle so Brent doesn't have to jump over everything again.
Dude, Sam, 100% you and me are going to end the podcast right fucking now. Hurry.
Should we end the podcast?
Dude, read. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you all for coming out and listening.
It's an hour and a half.
Make sure you go ahead and follow our socials. Remember, we are at the UO Podcast on Twitter, the Uncultured Opinions on Instagram. Go ahead, give us a follow on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We would appreciate a nice 5-star review on Apple Podcasts if you could hit that up.
Great.
5-star review, give us your likes, comments. Don't forget, we also have a Patreon. You can subscribe to our Patreon, become a patron. A lot of tiers. You can actually request movies for us to watch each month. We'd be down to watch anything.
No, don't end it, please. I want to talk about Star Wars.
Brent, we're ending it.
No.
We're at an hour and a half. It's done.
It's fine.
We can listen to it next podcast.
Brent,
No.
okay, do we really want to end it or do we not?
Seriously,
No, I think it
I'm
needs
having
to-
fun. I want to talk about Star
Okay,
Wars.
let's
Dude.
talk about it for 15 more minutes.
There's something
15
Dude,
more
no,
minutes.
it needs to be-
Ethan,
no.
15 more
Ethan.
minutes.
It's too long. It's too
Ethan,
long.
it's not too long.
Ethan,
I like
15
long
minutes.
podcasts.
Dude, I'm never getting drunk with you guys ever again.
Dude, it's too long.
You guys-
I hate when podcasts
You guys
are
have
so
literally had
short.
like 23.
What do you mean
guys
it's
have
an
had,
hour and a half long?
You guys have had 23-ounce Smirnoffs both, and you're both trashed.
No, we are not.
Like, we still have
Brent
daiquiris.
100%
We still have
is.
daiquiris to make and a 12-pack of Natty Seltzers, and you guys.
Dude,
are
I wanna fucking destroy that 12-pack of Natties.
I don't know how. I
Taste
can't
this, Brent.
walk. Oh god, I don't want to taste
Brent,
this.
I'm
Natty
telling you,
Seltzer
Natty
is
Seltzers.
disgusting. It's actually, it wasn't as bad as
That's gross.
Brent's a pussy bitch. He doesn't know how to
Dude,
drink
it's really not
alcohol.
that bad. It's really not that bad.
It's pretty good.
It's a little slushy like because it was in the freezer for a little bit too
What do you
long.
mean? It's not slushy like at all. It's literally just cold.
This cherry's pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, that black cherry Smirnoff's also like
It doesn't even taste like alcohol.
probably like 300 calories compared to like 110.
Okay. My thing with the Palpatine thing is like I'm pretty sure everybody expected her to be a Skywalker.
I agree with that.
right?
I agree.
But
That's why I kind of like it though. Like I kind of like the twist.
yeah, it just feels like, to me, I don't hate it, but it feels like JJ was like, okay, what Force users do we have? Right, we have Palpatine,
And which ones can we
Skywalker, Windu. Like, what do we have?
Yeah,
right?
I see what you're saying. I agree with that. Like a Dooku, but like that's about
Yeah.
And like you can't really. But I don't mind her being a Palpatine because like, then the ending makes sense. Like it makes sense that she's the like a Palpatine's the only one that can overpower a Palpatine. And like, it also kind of makes sense to the whole like
It makes sense her getting
Whatever-
training
whatever
from
they
Luke
call-
Skywalker.
whatever Kylo calls them, like they're like a duo or something like that.
Yeah.
Like something pair, like they're like a super strong pair, and like it makes sense. Like a Palpatine and a Skywalker, like they're the strongest pair that you can pair
Yeah,
up.
they could
and like
want-
we see that with like Darth Vader and Palpatine, like in the originals. Like
Yeah.
they're the strongest set of
I'm
Force
gonna be
leaders that you
honest.
can have. So like when you
when-
have Kylo and Rey together, like they're gonna become the strongest set of Jedis. And
I'm
so,
gonna
like,
be
I
honest.
don't
When I was
mind that.
thinking about the title Rise of Skywalker before it came out, I'm sure everyone was like, "Oh, Rey's gonna be a Skywalker." Hey, no! Why'd you put my executor card in a circle? Why'd you
What the
bend
fuck are you
it,
doing?
bro? I wanted that card. But I'm sure everyone was thinking about Rey, right?
Yeah,
Everyone
for
was
sure.
like,
Everyone's definitely thinking about
Rise
Rey.
of Skywalker, it's Rey. I forgot that Kylo Ren was a
Was a
Skywalker.
Skywalker?
Dude, I knew 100% it meant, as soon as I read that title, I was like, all right, Kylo's going good. 100%.
No, but think about
They
the
couldn't
last
make
ti-
both
last
of them
time we talked about
Skywalkers.
Star Wa-
Yeah.
Star
That's
Wars
too
on the
obvious. That's
I
too
agree.
easy.
Last time we talked about Star Wars on the podcast, you're like, "Oh, I bet 100% Kylo's the evilest person in Star Wars. He's gonna act like he's good, and he's not."
Yeah, we didn't have a
Also,
trailer at that
hey,
point.
literally
back
what
At
you
to-
said
that
on
point,
the
I
Star
thought
Wars
Rey was an
episode.
Obi-Wan. I thought Rey was an Obi-Wan.
Back
That was my
back
thing.
to her being a Palpatine. When did you
Bro,
know she was a
no.
Palpatine?
Huh?
When did you know she was Palpatine when you watched the movie?
When Kylo said you're a Palpatine.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew before it. I don't think I knew
so
before
that's
it
the
was
crazy thing. I went back and watched. So like, she shoots lightning out of her hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the only person we see do that is Palpatine.
I didn't even think about Palpatine.
So like
at
that
the
didn't
moment.
even cross my mind.
I just
like when she shot lightning out of her hand. The only thing that crossed my mind is like, oh shit, like she's
I
channeling
did
the
want
dark
to talk
side.
about that part because
Like the only thing she's doing there is like she's channeling the dark side. Cause like that's the dark side
I
part
did,
of the Force.
I did think about that part a lot. The fact
But like
that
that's such a good foreshadow of like
I-
her being a Palpatine.
I did
and
want to
not
talk
many
about
people
it
catch it.
because
I agree.
it was weird because before going into the movie, I didn't see when it came out. I saw it a week later because I had a lot of things to do that week. Oh God, Tracer.
Tracer no recall.
Yeah. Jeez, I have a Tracer figure they made me buy for $11 because it was on clearance.
We didn't make you buy it. I said Tracer. I said Brent, this Tracer figure is $11, and you said, oh, okay, I'm gonna fucking buy it.
That's not what it said. I kind of want the other ones though. Like, kind of want Lucy. Moving on. So
I'll drive
basically,
you there tomorrow. We can go look at them.
okay. Basically, like when they were like, when she was like, "Gee," I saw a lot of people online talking about power scaling and how she's so. Why did you eat the fucking Pokemon card?
Dude, I've never seen.
Ethan, spit the fucking
Ethan.
Pokemon card out.
Ethan, I'm about to. I'll be back. I'm going to get Ethan's fucking boss.
I thought I was
What are
drunk.
you getting?
I thought I was the drunkest, and you're eating a fucking Pokemon card.
Who are you getting?
Your girlfriend.
What are you doing?
No, she's gonna end the podcast.
Get
Sam,
back.
come back.
Sam, get back here.
Sam, come back.
How are you guys so drunk? We've not drinking anything.
I drank a whole thing, dude.
That's like 4 beers. It's not that much.
I'm new to being 21.
Okay, well you need to end this shit, Brent.
No,
Talk about what
okay.
you're talking about.
I really want to talk about Star Wars.
Okay,
The,
talk
with,
about
the,
it.
with the whole
You got 2 minutes.
with the whole power
2
scaling
minutes.
thing, right?
2 minutes.
Everyone was talking about her being like the big. It's like she's suddenly so powerful, right? And like when I watched the not the Palpatine thing, the whole like Force, like she used the lightning and everything.
Like her versus Kylo.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I wasn't trying to think about it, but it definitely was. I didn't laugh at that part. I laughed when she healed Kylo the first time, but it definitely was a really weird thing where she suddenly.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Give me Tracer. Stop messing with it. It was a weird thing where she just suddenly used lightning. It was kind of like, okay, I guess she's Palpatine's granddaughter. Well, not at that point, but now it's like, I guess she's Palpatine's granddaughter. But at the same time, does she just know like every Force power? I don't hate that she's powerful because like if you're really powerful with the Force, like if you have really good blood, then yeah, if you don't know how to control it, you're still gonna have the powers. Like you'll probably be more powerful than someone who
And
does
that's
know
my
how to
thing.
control it.
I think that I don't mind. Like I didn't mind her using the lightning because like she doesn't. She like that point is to show that she doesn't have control of like the dark side that she's seen in her. So like it coming out now, like I didn't catch the fact that she's a Palpatine at that point, but like it is a Palpatine power. It is a Palpatine power to like have lightning. So like for her to use it and like she obviously didn't have control in that moment. Kind of in my mind. Now, at that same point, also, like, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I knew Chewie wasn't dead.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
a 100%.
They're not gonna kill off
like,
Chewie.
They're such pussy. Like
I thought he was
that's
dead.
One of my only other complaints, only other critiques about the movie is like, if this is actually the end to the Skywalker era, and it should be,
Kill off
it's
some
a
main
good end.
characters.
Why not pull like a tearjerker, heartthrob,
Yeah.
someone dying? You have plenty of people to pick from. You have C3. I mean,
Leia wasn't
you
even
have
a
such
heart.
legendary ones because Leia. Everyone knows Leia's gonna die because Carrie
Yeah,
Fisher's
Carrie
been dead.
Fisher's passed
So,
away.
like,
Everyone's begging
Leia
for her to
dying
die.
Isn't like a big deal because like she's not really a big.
Yeah, and
integral
everyone's
part of the
begging for
movie
it to
anymore.
happen because
Now,
you're
like-
just carrying on this actor that
like,
can't.
You had a chance
Make
to kill.
opinions.
You had a chance to kill C-3PO. You have a chance to kill R2-D2. I mean, you even have a chance to kill like Finn, or like
Chewbacca.
if like Finn's suicide mission that
That would have been dope.
that Star Destroyer, like
If Finn
that
would have
would be nuts.
saved
Yeah.
the fucking
if
Republic.
If Finn just like think if like Finn went all out, like Force sensitive Finn,
And
went
he
all
would have
out and
saved the
destroys
Republic,
the
but
Star
died.
sensitive.
Dude,
But then he dies.
John
Like,
Boyega's been talking a lot on Twitter, talking about how like he's been making kind of like posts about like no, Finn wasn't gonna say I love you when he went.
no, did you see what he
Dude.
says? He's supposed
Yeah.
to say that he's Force. He has the Force.
Exactly, that's what I was
That's
gonna get to.
J.J. Abrams came out and said that. J.J.
Yeah.
Abrams came out and said that Finn was
And it makes a
gonna
lot of
say
sense
that
because
he
from the
has
beginning,
Force.
like everyone
don't
was
have a
like,
relationship.
oh,
That's my
he
thing.
suddenly knows how to use a lightsaber. Like who doesn't? Like it's slash
it's a sword.
slash like Kylo Ren was so wounded in that battle. Obviously, he's gonna beat Kylo Ren. But at that point, it's also.
I disagree.
Can you fucking stop
Yeah,
chewing
I agree.
on
I
things?
disagree with you on that. No, it makes sense. I think my thing is that wasn't like super surprising to me because like the way I mean I guess like I follow the theories more than anything. It's like as soon as he fought Kylo with the lightsaber, I'm gonna fucking smack Ethan in the face. As soon as he fought Kylo with the lightsaber, like everyone was coming out and being like, "Oh, like Finn could be a Jedi or something
Yeah.
at least."
Yeah, but if you rewatch that,
everyone's like
if you
he's at least
rewatch,
Force sensitive.
Can
like,
we
in the
rewatch
least.
that scene tonight?
yeah,
Yeah, we
if
can.
you
Can we
rewatch
rewatch
that,
Force
We
Awakens
can
tonight?
watch the whole movie tonight. But
if
yeah.
you rewatch that fight, Kylo is like giving like 20%, and Finn's giving 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
Like Kylo is not
Kylo
going
would
all
be-
out in that fight.
Kylo would be able to destroy
Kylo is
Finn.
so wounded after.
Yeah, but he's
like,
also
crashing
not
into
going
the TIE
100%.
Yeah,
He's
like,
just kind of
100%
chilling.
He's 100% not. Like I'm agreeing with you.
He's
Ethan.
like going like
Finn could 100% beat Kylo in that fight because Kylo is so wounded. He's not really trying to fight Finn. He's
you
trying
have
to.
2 minutes.
No. It's
Yes,
fine.
we're stopping at 150.
We're 100% not.
We
We can go to 2 hours because I really like
Dude,
long
I'm
podcasts.
starving. I want to eat food.
It's okay, man. There's a lot of Star Wars I want to talk about.
We can
The-
talk about it on
when-
next episode.
When Sam was talking, I realized there's a lot of more things I still haven't discussed, like the C-3PO thing. To be honest, I was getting insanely sad that C-3PO wasn't gonna remember. Like when
Then
he
just
woke up.
remembers.
Yeah, it's like he wakes up and he's like, I don't remember anything. Think about it. That's a C-3PO that's been like, hasn't
Yeah.
he been through the prequels?
He's been
And
since
everything.
the beginning.
Yeah, like
Because
Him and R2.
Anakin built him.
Anakin
Yeah.
built
Yeah,
C-3PO.
Anakin built him when he was a little kid. Right?
Oh,
Don't
your
let that fall,
mic.
please.
push
But
the mic
didn't
back.
Anakin build him when he was a little kid?
No, I don't want you holding the mic. You're gonna be
We
so.
need to end it soon, Brent.
Okay,
But
soon.
didn't Anakin
But
build him when he was a little kid, right?
yeah.
So, like, I mean, C-3PO's been there all along. And then R2-D2's been there for a long-ass time, too.
Yeah, I
And, like,
agree.
even, like, my thing is, like, if they killed Chewie off, like, the way people thought they killed Chewie, like, was super dumb. But, like, if they
Yeah.
actually killed
Chewie
like,
needs to die, though.
Chewie literally goes back to,
Chewie has to die in battle,
goes
like
back
a
to-
warrior's death.
like,
I agree,
pretty everything.
100%.
It's like, Chewie goes back to, like, Han Solo did, and it's, like, all the way back there. So it's like...
Okay, how did Chewie survive? Tell me this. That
There's
was
two of them.
100% Chewie's ship.
No, there's two of them.
Just two.
If
you pay
because
attention.
even I noticed that. There's when you see them. When is it Finn that sees them loading or capturing Chewie? There's two ships.
This is probably so like awful
Ethan,
to
I-
listen
Ethan,
to,
I swear
Ethan.
to
Let
God.
go of the mic.
Ethan, I swear to God, dude.
I'm really
Brent,
sorry,
this is
audience.
the last thing we're talking about. And we're wrapping this up.
Okay, there's a few things
just
I
trying
want
to
to
get
talk about, but
Brent,
yes,
we're
we
wrapping-
should wrap it up soon. I 100% agree because
Brent,
Ethan is being
the sound
really
quality-
annoying.
Where's Ethan's mic at? I'm for real. Just mute it.
No, do not mute it. We're
We
good.
really should.
I got
because
it. I just had to.
Stop playing with it.
I just had to get it
Stop
comfortable.
playing with it. I think Ethan's drunker than me.
Ethan is drunker than Brett. That is confirmed. Ethan and Brett, same amount of liquor intake. Ethan's more
This
drunk.
is not
than
true.
Ethan
Brett-
ate a whole Pokemon card.
This is Brett's first time drinking, and Ethan is drunker than him.
It's not my first time drinking. It's my first time being drunk. Ethan ate a whole fucking Pokemon
It was
card.
only, it was only half a Pokemon card.
he literally ate a whole Pokemon. Like, he ripped it in half, ate it, and then he ate the other half, and I wasn't even looking at
Can't
it.
confirm. Executor Pokemon card tastes like shit, especially
Fuck
the
you,
especially the holographic one.
Okay.
No.
Thank you all for coming.
No,
to
listen.
Brett,
Okay,
No,
no.
Brett, it
hold
needs
on.
to end.
The quality's
No.
gonna be so bad.
We need to wrap it
It's
up.
funny. People are gonna laugh
Brett, no,
at
the
it.
quality's so bad.
We're at 2
Brett,
hours.
I'm telling you, the quality's so bad. We're wrapping
2
it up.
hours. When we get to 2
No,
hours,
Brett,
okay.
we're wrapping up
No,
right now.
I want. Eat Sam, please.
No.
We're at
Brett,
151.
one more topic to talk about right now.
We're at
Yeah.
151. When
One
it
more
gets to 2
topic.
hours, we can wrap it up.
No.
One more topic to talk about. What do you
When
want
we
to
get
talk
to
about?
2 hours, we can wrap
Pick
it
a
up.
topic and we'll talk about it.
Okay. So, what do you think about? Was it Zoe or something
The chick
yeah, the chick that
that
Poe
Poe
knew?
had a thing for? Yeah.
It was weird. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I know a lot of people are like being upset that she just suddenly flipped her opinion. I thought it
No.
was weird. I
What
thought
do
it
you
was
mean she flipped
insanely
her
weird.
opinion?
She was like, "Poe, I fucking hate you. You're awful."
I don't
Please
think she
leave me."
flipped her opinion. I
And
think
then
she
she's-
decided
and
she
then
wanted to
she's-
fight for the Republic.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Poe, take this. I love you. I'm gonna go back to the
Because she realized it was the
base
Republic.
with you."
My thing is, I think her and Poe go deep. See, that's the big thing. I think her and Poe have a lot deeper relationship than we realize that they have, and like they don't really talk about it. Like it's
Ethan's
obviously
grabbing
just
my
like
dick.
it's kind of just breezed over, I guess, as far as what the relationship actually is. So, for her to obviously be like initially upset because he kind of just like ditched her, would
I
make
get it.
sense.
Yeah.
And then like she kind of comes to the realization that like someone's got to fight because like her hometown's literally being like destroyed. Like
See,
she's,
I
like,
kind of agree.
100%
she's
in
like
front
they've
of her.
already taken all the kids and like they're just doing whatever they want. Like you need to fight, and she realizes that. So like she gives Poe, and she realizes that like. I mean, she realizes that Rey's a Sky. Like, she realizes that Rey's the last.
Right.
She's the last one they had to fight. Because, like, Rey pulls this lightsaber. Like, Rey pulls a lot of things on her. And, like, they realize that she's their only hope left. And so it just gives Poe the coin to be able to get in and, like,
Yeah.
actually be able to take
The
down-
Imperial coin.
See,
or
I
whatever.
agree with
Everything.
you. I don't think it's as big as people are making it out to be. I do think it's
I
weird.
don't have an issue with that.
Like,
at
I
all.
was watching it and I was like, okay, she kind of did just flip her opinion, like, in the
But she's
same
also,
day.
like, to me, she kind of comes across as, like, almost like a bounty hunter type. Like, she doesn't really have a.
She's not a Mandalorian,
She doesn't really,
right?
yeah. I don't think she is, but like she's kind of has that vibe to her where like she doesn't really have a side.
Yeah.
Like her side is kind of like she'll flip whenever she wants to flip.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't really have. She's not a very loyal. I don't want to say she's not a loyal person, but she doesn't really have a lot of loyalties. So like her flipping sides isn't a big deal to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she really thought that like
Yeah,
hey,
I
could've
agree.
gotten like all this money and like would have been living a better life if I turned in Rey, then like she would have done it. But like she also has a little bit of good to her because her home area is getting destroyed by everything. Like it's being destroyed by.
Stop, you're so annoying, Ethan.
Okay, what are we at right now?
I do want to say, like,
155.
my thing
Long
with,
podcast. 2
my
hours.
thing with Zoe or whatever it was, I forgot her name. I'm really
I don't know what her
sorry.
name is. I like how you're calling her Zoe though.
But
Is it not Zoe?
I don't know what it is.
my thing with it is, it was really weird, right? Oh, God, you're so Ethan. That's so like
Where's
ear blasting. Stop.
this is?
Yeah.
What
No.
do you mean?
Yeah. Unplug him.
No.
Unplug him.
I'm telling you, just do it. Thank you.
No.
He's
Thank you.
unplugged.
He's unplugged. Bust the one. He'll be
Okay.
fine. He'll be fine.
We're almost done. Basically, my thing with it is like, no, don't come up on my mic now. Don't come up on my mic, dude.
Continue. Just in case I have a comment.
Okay, so it's insanely. Shut up with the Kylo
Her
Ren.
name's Zori.
Okay,
Yeah, close enough.
Zori.
Zoe.
Zori. So It's really weird. She kind of just flips her. No, that's the mixer. I paid like $150 for it. She flips her opinion in like 2 seconds. I do think that it could have been handled a little bit better, in a sense. Like, it makes sense that she listens to the tales of the Republic and she's like, oh, I kind of hate the Empire. Because bounty hunters, if she is to believe to be a bounty hunter, then, like, bounty hunters don't care. Like,
yeah, they don't really have a side.
they don't have a moral
I agree.
compass, in a sense, as much as other people do. But at the same time, I wish JJ would have focused on her a little bit more. Give us 5 more minutes. Maybe just a argument between the two where they're maybe debating about the ethics. Like, I want a scene where Poe is actually describing to Zori it's Zori, right?
Zori, yeah.
I want Poe to describe to Zori being like, hey, the New Order, the First Order, fucking sucks, right? They're awful. They're murdering people. They're doing whatever. The Republic is trying to stop them. I'm insanely sorry that I left you, but, like, we're trying to save the universe. Can you just, like, forget the past and help us? I want a scene like that. They didn't give us one.
See, they didn't give that, but, like, also at the same time, like, that balcony scene, like, we see the First Order.
But it wasn't shown.
We see the First Order just absolutely destroying Kijimi. Like, they've come into the Kijimi and
Fuck Kijimi.
they've taken literally all the children out. She's like, they've taken all the children and they're doing, like, they're pretty much just, like, controlling whatever they want.
Yeah.
So she's like, they don't really have that talk to, like, the Force Order's bad, but she knows. Like, in the back of her mind, like, she knows that this can't go on forever. Like, someone needs to stop them. And I think she just comes to that realization that, like, Poe and Rey are the ones that are going to be able to stop that.
And I agree with you.
I don't think they really need that deep conversation because, like, you're overlooking Kijimi during that conversation. And, like, you kind of see that she's kind of coming to the whole fact that... And she's like, why don't you stay with me? Like, let's go somewhere. And he's like, I can't. I got to fight this war. And she's like, he's actually in. And, like, he's got... Like, he's actually going to stay and fight for something, unlike him just, like, bailing on their spice running.
I agree with you that it's not a huge deal, but entertain the idea for a second, will you?
Yeah.
Like, think about Poe is like, hey, I have someone that could help us, but she hates my guts, right? Like, she hates me 100%. Like, the whole clan, I left, they did whatever, they hate me. Yeah, that's how he sets it up. I hate you too, Ethan. And they go there.
Right, we got like a minute left.
They go there, and Zori's like...
We've had like a minute left for the past 20 minutes.
we go there, and Zori points a gun at him like, I fucking hate you, Poe. You're fucking awful. I could turn you into the First Order right now. And he's like, okay. They bring her into the wherever Babu Frick is, and suddenly she's like, "Hey, Poe, take this key. Take this key I said could open any Republic door."
They have a couple conversations that you're
kind of, but it's like you never see her flip. I wanted 5 more minutes.
I think they're talking like the balcony overlooking Kijimi as her flip.
I guess, but I want 5 more minutes. It feels so. Like, I don't think it's as bad as people were saying. Like, I can overlook it.
I understand.
I can overlook it, but I want more complexity.
I think that's pretty. I don't know. That's a pretty hard critique of something that's not that bad.
I get it. Like, I'm not completely like, but we're a podcast. We're supposed to talk about most of the movie, right? It like if it was a review, if it was a 10-minute review, I'd probably overlook it. But we're a podcast talking about the whole movie, so I found that part weird, but I wouldn't really like put too much towards it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. I just can't get over how I feel like they should have added 5 more minutes to that whole scene.
I understand.
Like, I can look past it.
I don't think it wouldn't have hurt for them to add a couple minutes to get that conversation in.
I did want to talk about the first act. How did you guys feel about the first act? Because when you start the movie,
Really good.
I agree, but I disagree. When you start the movie, it's at such a breakneck speed, right? Like, you start it in, like, it's hard for me to tell what's happening. Like, you see Kylo Ren, and he's, like, just decimating everything in the scene after scene after scene. I don't feel like there's enough. I don't think it should be a two-parter like some people are saying, but it's so breakneck.
I feel like that's Star Wars in general. Like, they always jump ahead a lot, like, as far as, like, where the start of the movie comes in.
See, I disagree. Did you eat all the fingers on your second hand?
What the fuck is this kid doing?
Ethan has a plastic baby hand that monster, you put on your finger.
Ethan ate all the fingers off of his plastic baby hand. Probably swallowed them besides the middle finger. He's now flipping us off with his baby hand middle finger. After ingesting the other four
monster.
Dude, I'm fucking hungry.
We took his mic away and he's so like mad about it.
Go eat some food, dude. We're literally gonna be
He's gonna be so mad about this tomorrow because he messes with it all the time.
We're at 2 hours. It's time to end.
No one cares where we're at. But yeah.
Dude, no one's listening to
I don't know. The first act, I kind of like how it started off hot. Like, it got you right in right away. Like, so, I don't know. For sometimes the Star Wars kind of, like, they can be a slow story. So, like, starting off hot. But I do understand what you're saying, like, him, like, searching for that pathway finder. Like,
yeah.
it's like, boom, and then, like...
They kind of don't tell you what's
like,
happening.
And then it's like, boom, and then Palpatine's in your face. And you're like...
Yeah, you don't get time to focus on the fact that...
I don't like that part, because, like, my thing is, like, you kind of knew, if you watched the trailer and you listened to it, you knew Palpatine was going to be in the movie. And then, like, even when I saw the thing, like, the beginning initials... the initial scroll, you're like, Palpatine's podcast is going. I like her. Palpatine's podcast. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. The Palpatine podcast. Check it out.
Palpatine's podcast.
But his broadcast was going on. I'm like, oh, that's the big spoiler of Palpatine in the movie. And then, like, 10 minutes later, like, Kylo's talking to Palpatine. And you're like, oh, shit.
Okay, I'm drunk. But I'm actually, like, I'm thinking about it right now. I want to say... What is in your mouth,
The
Ethan?
fucking fingers are...
Get it out!
Dude, Prince said, I'm drunk, but...
No, but I want to say real quick, I may be drunk, but all my opinions are my own. I would say this regardless, because I don't think I'm drunk. I just think, like, I'm a little bit, like...
You're not Ethan drunk. So
I'm on the point of, like, I could black out, but these are... If we do another podcast,
Brett has no idea what blackout is.
I know.
You're not even close.
But if we do another podcast, I will agree with these opinions I'm saying.
Give me 2 hours with Brandon, he'll be blackout.
If you can understand what's happening, you're not even.
I know. My thing with the first scene, I don't think they give us enough time to focus on the fact, because they throw so many things at us. It's like cut after cut after cut. Like, you see Kylo going in. And he's like slash, and he's whatever. And then like a minute and a half in, Palpatine is there and he's talking about how Snoke was a clone. And like Snoke never existed and Palpatine's been there from the beginning. It's like they don't give you enough time to focus on that, I guess. It's like you start the movie and suddenly Palpatine's like, oh, fuck Last Jedi. Last Jedi is fucking awful. This is what's actually happening.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what the movie is, though.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying.
It's like a minute in, and he's like, fuck Last Jedi.
Yeah. I agree. It does start off hot, but I like the hot start. I didn't mind the hot start.
Normally, I wouldn't, but it's just... I don't know. It's just weird, right?
Oh, no, I disagree. I really liked the beginning. I like that it took off, and, like... right at the beginning we hit, boom, right into the fucking movie.
I like the beginning after Rey starts her, I like when Finn and Poe are in the Falcon and they're doing the light speed skipping, which I don't Some people are complaining about that. I don't
love that.
care.
That was
I like
sick.
the light speed skipping. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't mind them at all.
I like that part.
Yeah, that
I feel
was
like
sick.
I feel like at that part it picks up. The whole beginning of Rey doing the course, kind of dumb. If they had done the thing in A New Hope, where suddenly Darth Vader popped up, if they had someone pop up, like maybe Kylo Ren or something, it would have been cool. But the whole part of her doing that course was kind of dumb. It just kind of showed like, hey, Rey is really fucking powerful right now. You should care about her. And I care about Rey, but it's just her scaling isn't awful, but it's weird, right? It's just kind of, I don't know, the scene was weird, but after Finn and Poe get back, I feel like the movie picks up and I never really lose steam. I like the Lando cameo. I like the final battle. I thought that was really cool. The final space battle and everything that's
I
happening.
agree.
Like, and then the whole, like, when everyone, like, I remember I was watching with my girlfriend, and they say something along the lines of, like, hey, when we need it, people will show up. And then she leans over to me and she's like, it's gonna be fucking hot when they show up. And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be. And when they do, it is fucking hot. Like, it's awesome when everyone kind of just shows up and they start attacking the Republic. I think it's kind of weird. Part of it is kind of weird. Like, the whole, like, oh, we suddenly have, like, 30 Star Destroyers that are just sitting in Exegol, right? They're just sitting here with, like, full crews. We have, like, hundreds of people in every, like, no, probably 1,000 people in every single Star Destroyer. And they're just sitting here. To be honest, it's weird. I don't think that makes sense at all. I think it's insanely weird that there's just 1,000 people in 30 Star Destroyers. 1,000 people each in 30 Star Destroyers. And they're just sitting there.
Okay, I'm on Twitter right now. Do you see what John Boyega tweeted?
What?
Dude, it's fucking heated. He tweeted.
Is he allowed to speak his mind about...
Yep. And he did. Let me pull it up. He said... Let me find the tweet. Jesus Christ. It said, Star Wars romance. And it was just like pictures of Kylo and Ren.
I saw that. Did you see me retweet it? Because I said, what a fucking savage.
He's just roasting Star Wars.
I retweeted that and I was like, bro, what a fucking savage.
Yeah, that's savage as fuck.
Alright, we in it now?
And he's weak. But either way, I think in general the movie isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely
It's better than Force Awakens in my opinion.
No.
It's okay.
No.
But either way,
It's the best in the sequel trilogy, but the sequel trilogy isn't awful. I think it's better than the prequels, but it doesn't hold up better than the originals. I think the sequel trilogy is rocky. I don't think J.J. Abrams could have fixed it with Episode 8. I really don't think J.J. Abrams would have just made a fucking awesome trilogy if he had done Episode 8. I think people are not necessarily looking for a hope. And if you get mad, I'm sorry. I'm kind of drunk. But...
Man, I'm drunk.
But...
You can just use that as an excuse.
I know. But the thing with it is, in my opinion, the sequel trilogy isn't awesome. I like Force Awakens. Whoa. And I like Rise of Skywalker. I think J.J. Abrams is awesome with cinematography. I really enjoyed so many of the shots in that movie. I know. I'll wrap it up. This is my kind of like last thoughts with the movie.
Been wrapping it up for 15 fucking minutes.
Okay.
You have 30 seconds.
Okay.
30-second wrap.
But I think he's handled so many of the shots of the movie. I think he definitely had to play catch up with Last Jedi. And Last Jedi definitely was kind of bad. It definitely was not as good. But I think the sequel trilogy is better than the prequels. Rise of Skywalker, I think, was the best of the original trilogy. It wasn't awful. I really did enjoy it, but there were so many things I hated about it. And I think I've kind of went over a lot of them. You guys are really fucking drunk and you're laughing, and I'm kind of drunk. So I guess we can wrap it up if you kind of want to. I kind of want to keep going, but if you want to, we can wrap it up.
We're hungry and it's been long.
I'm kind of hungry too, but I feel like I'll throw up if I eat. But let's eat.
You'll be fine.
But yeah, we'd like to thank you all for listening. Hope you guys have a great 2020.
We have a
Since you listen
Patreon.
to music, we already mentioned it
You
all.
probably went that when you were in the bathroom.
Make sure you follow our socials. Give us a little subscribe on the Patreon. We love you all.
YouTube. We post them on YouTube as
Post
well.
on
Just give us
YouTube,
a
everything
sub.
else. We love you all. Have a great 2020. Starting the year off right.
We'll see you next year.
This is Young Cultured Opinions, and that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
I didn't have the thing this time, so just cut it off.
That was
like
a good end. I like that end. Okay, we're done.
All right, we're done.